Okay, well then I'll find it on. Just give me. Next break, we'll tell you what to text.
Yeah, and it's live right now. A lot of people are saying that you're not that the show isn't live. It is live now. I forgot to push the button. I was just thinking that
it just happened.
Dang it! Well, you'd have to. These are the babies we were talking about, and then Grumpy Cat.
I don't like why I don't understand why I'm a pervert.
I think it came from the story of you following the teenage girls home.
I didn't. And I get it now, actually, but I didn't follow them. We just happened to be at Planet Fitness, and then we happened to go to Kohl's.
Oh, I got to say this because Cindy Parker put a couple over here, too.
Yeah, she did.
They were submitted by Cindy Parker, a lot of these, if not all of them.
Yeah.
So thank you, Cindy. Did we know where the hell Jim on Demand is? Or is he completely gone?
Let's call him next break.
What is his problem?
I don't know. Let's call him, though. We're going to call him, and we're going to figure out what the hell his problem is.
I have to also... Speaking of Drake, because we were just talking about him just a few minutes ago, I don't understand the things that he says. I feel like he just puts words together. This is what he said to me on text.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, through email, because I just want to say, I said, how are things going? Just to let you know, if you need any help with the night show, some of my stuff might be outdated, but I used to do nights for a very, very long time. I could help you with bit ideas or whatever.
Here comes Uncle Jake telling people how to do their job.
Well, I feel bad that I have some knowledge and I haven't been healthy.
Do you walk next to the guy as he changes your oil too? You need a hand, let me know. Right here. I got a tape measure in the truck.
My dad, because he was a mechanic for years, and he would go change his oil, and they would start doing it, and he'd be like, "Move!" And he would you don't do it like that. And he got out and changed his own oil at the place. Anyway, so he goes. After I told him that through this email, I'm like, just to let you know. And he goes, "Whoa, I haven't really talked to you since Tanner got pissed off at me." Blah, blah, blah. And I wrote to him and I said, I don't think Tanner was mad. I just think he can be an a-hole with his humor sometime.
That's true.
Which I wouldn't you think?
I can, yeah.
Because he's talking about that time up when we were learning our dance moves.
Really?
When you shut the door.
Oh, well, that was just a secret thing that we were doing.
And you were just good. That's your
my
humor.
Thing. Get out of here.
And you like putting people in their place when they're below you.
I do agree that people should respect boundaries and know when they're a lesser human being than us.
He was saying also that he's worried that calls aren't coming in. And I told him, it took a long time. When you're doing nights, that's what you live on, or phone calls. Yeah. And I said, you don't have to worry about them, blah, 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 blah. And then he wrote this. Swag. Thank you very much, sexy. I don't know what any of that...
Swag?
Yeah. And then,
that's not how you use that. Even I know that's wrong.
Thank you. And then he says this. And then I went to his I was on Instagram this morning. Oh, crap. He went away. Anyway.
Do you follow Robert De Niro on Instagram?
No, I don't know why that got pulled up.
Because there's no way that he has said anything interesting on there.
Then on the gram, as the kids are calling it.
The graham cracker.
See the picture. Now study it. Okay?
That's him and Greg Lawrence.
A sales guy. And it says, I walked around work today and interrupted people to take a sassy photo with me. I'm so savage. I don't know if I get that sassy is an adjective, but I don't think he's using it correctly. Unless I don't know. Because is there anything sassy about that photo?
No, unless Greg's not wearing pants like he normally does on Tuesdays.
And then what does... Why is that savage? Now, savage, I feel like, is that's so savage, meaning that's...
Wait, hold on. Let's break down savage now. Oh, we got to get out. But, we're late. I think...
Wait, dang it.
That's why I did that. Savage means, without, you don't care. I do this because I don't, what I did to Drake upstairs when I told him to leave us alone... was savage.
Right. You were really savage.
Him taking a photo with a coworker is not savage.
Nor sassy.
Also, I would have loved to have been in Greg's mind when a 18-year-old comes up and says, "Hey, I'd like to take a photo sitting in here, so can you just look sassy with me?" And then Greg, bless his heart, had to sit there and figure out how to look sassy.
This is what I don't like about radio. Trying. He's really trying. Like, for you and I, we try in a different way. We don't have to do this kind of stuff to try.
Maybe we should. But
probably.
We don't. And screw you if you think we should.
Who, me?
No.
Just anybody?
No.
Obama.
Not Obama. Thanks, Obama. I missed that.
We can still use it. On the way next, we're going to talk more random stuff, most likely. I do have, this is reboots that are going to be happening.
Shut up. I thought we were done with reboot season.
I'm just going to shut up.
That was close.
I know. I'm relearning everything. I haven't done radio in a minute. I forgot how to radio. Hi. By the way, it's a Jake and Tanner show. My name is Jake, and I don't know if we want to get into this now or not, but I had a vasectomy.
I want to get into it now.
A couple days ago, you do?
Yeah, because there's some questions I want to ask you that I wouldn't feel comfortable asking in the 7 o'clock hour.
That's fine. Tanner's the other host of the show.
Hi, my name is Tanner, and I got screamed at by my daughter yesterday for as long as a human being is able to scream. She just screamed because I told her, please don't stand on the counter.
And I like their little minds at that time. They're like, no.
Don't tell. And then she was like, you get down. And I was like, I'm not on the counter.
Stop being stupid, Vienna.
Yeah, she was she was arguing with me like I argue.
And there's nothing
stupid.
Yeah, there's nothing worse when you find yourself arguing with a kid that's 3 years old. Or how old's your kid? 3? 2?
2.5.
Why does your kid not get any older? Like, I feel like you've had a 2.5-year-old forever.
She has been 2.5 since August. No, she's been 2 since August.
That's too long. Here, I love you guys, but you're sitting there talking about what a bad host Drake is, and that makes me sad. We never said we think Drake is amazing.
He's great at it.
I don't know why you would. I hope that didn't come across like that.
We just think he's a bad person. He's a great radio
personality. It's junk. It's a junky personality. No, he's a great guy.
We love Drake. I just like busting his bees because
really,
he's good at taking it. At least in my head, he doesn't get as horribly offended.
Well, yeah, but you're that type of person, though. I think you razz everybody that
I like doing it.
That comes in and wants to be a part of the show. I think I'm a little bit more standoffish, and I think you want to make sure they know that you didn't work hard enough to be here yet.
That is a little true. I guess I've never looked at it that way. I know we had chemistry, and then I started really looking at it when he was becoming part of the show. And then I was very. I don't think this is the right fit, and he knew it too.
Yeah, and Drake knew it too. It wasn't just us saying that.
Yeah, and instead of voicing my, I don't think you're the right
frustration
fit,
or whatever,
I just started belittling him. But I still like him as a person.
No, I do too, and I hope it didn't come across when I said that I emailed him and said, hey, I did nights, so if you want to talk nights or anything, that's just me being in the business for a while doing nights. So some of my ideas might work. Again, they'd probably be, I don't know if old school.
No, I don't think it's old school. The things that you were doing, the things that I heard that you did.
I could never imagine going back to. I would. If I had to, I would. But my God, to go back to nights.
Could you imagine doing middays? How boring that would be.
Middays would be the worst. No offense, Chuck Charles, if you're listening, but middays would be so boring because it's so music heavy.
It's so music heavy.
It is the easiest. I will tell you
honestly, if you have a family, best air shift.
Oh my God, you don't have to have an alarm clock.
Nope.
And you get out 3-4 o'clock.
Yeah, you probably get in around 9. Say your show starts at 10. You get in around 9 after you drop your kids off at school, and you can leave around 3 and pick your kids up from school. Your kids would have no idea that you even work.
Well, that's what my kids don't know I sleep in because every time they come downstairs, I'm up, and they're just like he's there to make pancakes.
Do you know that in the history of my life, living with my family and my parents, I have never seen my dad sleeping in the morning. He's always up before me. I've seen him sleeping at about 2 p.m. watching a movie with his mouth open on the couch, but I've never had to wake him up.
I've thought about. Because I don't know my dad as me being older, and
you don't know him as anything more than your dad,
right? And I go, I wonder if he had, because his dream wasn't to become a mechanic. I wonder if he had I want to be on the radio or I want to be an actor. I don't know that. I'm sure he had something of fantasy like that.
Would it make you really happy if you found out his fantasy was day drinking and being a mechanic? Because then you'd be like, I guess he lived his best life.
He accomplished it.
He did
it.
Good job.
He's got books. How to be an alcoholic. He's just highlighted areas.
How to get a day's worth of drinking but still 8 hours of sleep.
You put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Start drinking on your way home.
But you think about that. There was, I can't remember. I read it on the internet, and we were talking about it a long time ago on this awful little show that we do. A woman said, I had a weird realization that my mom, because they were both waitresses, and she said when she woke up, she didn't want to go. She dreaded getting up out of bed because she didn't want to go to her job. And she goes, that was a realization of, oh my God, my mom probably had this exact same feeling. I only knew my mom as just being downstairs and cooking breakfast and whatever it is, kind of like we were saying. It's a weird thing to realize your parents are humans. You know what I mean?
It's weird to realize that your parents have insecurities.
Yes, where they're scared or they're not confident in something.
Yeah, or I mean, think about right now. You don't like your body. You wish you were in model shape.
Well, it's
imagine
unfair, but fair.
Still, imagine your dad saying, "I just don't like the way I look."
What a pee.
Yeah, do you understand? Like,
I would hate for him to say that. I like to think that my dad was comfortable being him.
Yeah, and did he have a model body?
Oh God, no. Well, for natural
Natty Light model.
Natty Light model on the box.
But like when he gets out of the have you ever walked past a full mirror where you see your whole body?
I've seen his whole body by accident. That was a weird time. And he blamed it out. He yelled at me. We both came out of the bedrooms at the same time.
Why are you guys coming out of bedrooms nude?
Well, he did. I didn't.
Okay, why is he coming out of his bedroom?
I don't know, because it was really early. It was like 6 o'clock, and for some reason I get up on a Saturday. He comes out to go to the bathroom, and I come out and walk into the living room, and then he goes, and then he turns right around, and he's like, damn it, Jacob! And it's like, why did I just get yelled at? Yeah.
Your parents just got done having sex.
Yeah. Oh!
Like, that's what you walked. Because the only time that I walk nude from my bedroom to the bathroom is after that.
You're right.
Yep. And you didn't know it. But you had watched your dad just moments after his own.
Oh! Oh, that's probably what he was doing. No. No.
It's a weird thing. Hey, speaking of that, when are you allowed to do that again? Because Jake, you had just had a vasectomy, so you had your.
I think we might be. We might talk.
Break.
You want to talk?
Let's do next break because I have so many questions. Let me read off the questions that I have from my brain, and you will answer them next break.
Okay. Are you going to remember these, or should I write these down?
No, I remember.
Okay.
I didn't even write them down the first time.
You're making my bees achy right now.
When can you have intercourse?
Okay.
When can you go back to the gym?
Okay.
How big are they?
Okay. They're gone.
No, you were not full neutered.
Took them out.
They replaced them with grapes.
They're brass knuckles. Use them as a weapon.
That's a weird thing. That's not what brass knuckles are for. No. When can you have intercourse? When?
You're really worried about that one.
I do want to know.
Okay.
Because is it like having a baby? Is it 6 weeks?
I will do this next segment.
Ball talk?
Well, yeah, definitely. But you're gonna put your cup in your hands. I'm gonna place them in there to see how big they are.
Also, can I see them? I just want to know how big the incision was.
Oh, all right.
I want to know what did you smell? What did you feel? What did you hear?
Okay. Yeah, I got all that. And because I was texting you during.
Yeah, you texted me during it.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened to the trunk.
The trunk.
Like, where did that go? You said it disappeared. I didn't post that part of our conversation.
Oh, no, I just told her. I had to do some kind of joke, and it didn't work at all because it's cold in there. Mm-hmm. No, it is, right?
Yep.
And so I was like, I'm so scared it disappeared. And then she's like, okay.
Yeah, okay. I heard that before. You act like I've never been single.
It was the most awkward thing that I've done so far probably in my life because it's just such a weird, intimate part of your body.
Yeah.
And there's some weird things that happen.
Only your wife and your priest should see that.
I guess. For some.
I like 0118 who is very confused on what happens now. So what comes out?
Oh, We'll get into that.
Yeah, that's so much because I want to know. Does it just
all right?
cough?
We definitely just dust. It's just. Have you ever had one of those mushrooms in the yard that you step on and it poofs?
Oh yeah,
that's what it is. No, that's the example he gave.
Ew.
He grabbed a dandelion that was dead and went. And they said, "This is what it is." So,
it's like Merv or Marv from Home Alone when he gets hit with all the feathers.
Yeah, that's what it would be like for some. Why don't we talk about it next? Because we're going to kind of have to.
Yeah.
Again, this is all medical stuff, but I'm sure it's going to get a little awkward.
Yeah. So if you are going to be driving around with children in the next 10 minutes. Maybe just catch this one on the podcast later.
There you go. Go listen to some birthdays.
Yeah.
All right. Jake and Tanner Show. More of it next. So Verve is a credit union, verveacu.com.
I love verveacu.com.
I do too, but you can love just Verve too.
Don't tell me what to love.
Well, you need to love something.
Okay.
I
can do everything at Verve.
That was so mean. Just so mean. I'm sorry.
I can do everything at verveacu.com. I know I could go into a branch to apply for a more holiday loan, but I don't want to. I want to go on the online so I can apply for loans nude like a normal person.
Right. That's how you do it now.
You can't do that in the branch.
It's weird, but I Christmas shopped for all of my family naked, pantsless.
Yeah.
And that's not right. That's not what Jesus wanted.
No, that's what America needs,
okay.
though.
All right.
America needs being able to do your mobile financing through verveacu.com or their mobile app, pantsless in your living room.
Do you want to know if I would have done the more holiday loan, Christmas would have been so much easier this year?
Yeah, it would have been amazing because what Jake is talking about, it's a loan that you get for your car, boat, truck, not unicycle, truck, and maybe boat.
And truck.
And you bring it from a different financial institution to Verve, and they're just like, you know what? No payments, 90 days. Say what? When I did that last year, I saved $2,100 in 3 months.
Did you pay off something?
I remember my financial advisor, bless their hearts over there at Verve, because they try so hard to make me not financially stupid. Mm-hmm. But she was like, you're going to save this much money, and that's amazing. You should put it towards those credit card debt. And then after those 3 months, I was talking to her, and her name is Amber, and she helped us buy our house and everything.
Oh, yeah,
and she said, hey, how did the 90 days and no payments go? And we were like, great. She's like, I see your credit card bills went up. How'd that happen? And I said, mind your business, Amber.
I like when you saved all this money, like 2 days later, you go, I am in a pickle. I don't know whether to buy this or that. And I remember one of those things were $600 signed DVDs of the Scrubs or something.
Okay.
Like, well, okay.
Shut up. They weren't signed. They would have been way more than that. But yes, it was the Scrubs complete series for $695. Right. And a very nice person said that they would go in on it with me, but I was not ready to share custody. Either way, more holiday loan at verveacu.com.
626, blustery out. I don't know. I haven't done that kind of radio in a long time.
Can you move my camera again?
Is it all messed up? Wow,
there
that's
we
weird.
go.
Maybe you were moving around a little bit.
I was over here before.
It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake.
Hi, Jake. My name is Tanner.
Tanner's talking about the TVs in the studio. You are more than welcome to watch the show live. All you got to do is text TV to 71090.
You know what's funny?
Tell me.
You're taller than me on these screens. Like, a lot taller than me. Like, if anybody was to see this and not see us online, I would look like a child compared to you.
My setup's a little better.
And I don't know why.
I don't either.
I have no idea why.
Yours is darker. Your side is darker.
Yeah,
You just have a rain cloud.
I do.
You should just have just some kind of lighting on you at all times.
I should.
Like Jesus.
Like up lighting, down lighting. Maybe I can do that. Here, hold on. Maybe this will make it better.
Man, we got a lot to get to today. Oh, including in the 7 o'clock hour. Wow. You're not blurry. Yeah, you need lighting. Your face should shine.
My face
they're not
should be
allowing it to
shinier.
shine. We have an email to get to in the 7 o'clock hour that, my God, did she rip us up? Not ripped us apart in a professional way, but enough to where it was very hurtful. And we're going to talk about that. And as you can tell, my tone is a little bit better than when I called you on that Saturday.
Yeah.
I was reading that email.
I read that email multiple times.
Yeah.
And we hosted a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first weekend in December. No biggie. And I kept walking up to people saying, "Hey, do you want to read the most insulting thing that has ever been said about Jake and I's show?"
It was hurtful because she was out to. Oh, I don't want to get into it right now. We'll read it and then we'll give our thoughts on it because it ruined me for a few hours, and then all of a sudden I became at peace, and that's one because of the drugs, but also because of what my
died
thoughts.
a little inside.
Died a little.
Okay, more ball talk.
Yeah, right. So a couple days ago, I had a vasectomy, and I want to walk you through this. My when I went in, what's that?
Nothing. I was just signaling that you got boop.
Pretty much.
Like, hold on. If you hop on the cameras real quick.
Me?
No, anybody.
TV to
71090. You can see my microphone.
That's exactly what happened. That's how the doctor did it. He just took it and just started hitting it like that.
Like this.
No, that's what it looks like right now because one of them swelled up a little bit. But hold on.
Why is it swelling? Okay.
You got questions. Now, would you like to ask the questions first or you want me to just kind of run through the quick story?
Quick story, and maybe that'll answer a few of my questions.
I'm kind of nervous throughout the day. And because it was at 10:45. Now, I get on some drugs. What in those drugs is called diaphan or whatever it is. It's not a Zyrtec or a Zicam. It's a Xanax or Xanax.
It's supposed to make you
relax,
not think about the fact that you're about to go through body mutilation.
Tanner, I kid you not. I was not really drugged up by no means. I told my wife, I go, it feels like thousands of bricks are lifted off my shoulder. I go, I'm not worrying about...
You should get on that.
Oh, my God. That's all I've been talking about all weekend. I asked Angie, I go, is this how normal people feel throughout the day? I had no anxiety. Now, normally, thinking about going to her parents' house...
Yeah.
I've still been thinking about it this morning. What if the car breaks down? What if we miss Christmas? Am I going to be able to? I was thinking about calling Progressive to see, can I get a rental car in case if that van breaks down to get back home to Wisconsin? It goes like that. And when I was on that, I was looking out the window at the hospital and I go, this is just such a nice day. I would like to be on drugs to feel like that, but by God, would I like to not be on drugs to feel like that all the time?
Well, that's not the cards you were dealt, so the drugs option seems to be a good one.
And I kept telling Angie, and I felt bad because I'm like, is this how happy people feel? And I'm not happy, but I think about the most stupidest. I'm always negative. Yeah. I go right to the negative, and I wish I would not. And I told Angie, I go, please don't let me make any decisions while I'm on these pills because I will say yes to anything. do you want to host a Christmas party for the entire state of Wisconsin? Well, of course I do.
Yeah,
I want to get to know
it.
I was waving to people when they're walking. I didn't need to wave, but I was like, hi, and waving.
Holy crap. It was drugs made you a nice coworker.
Angie said she wants to sprinkle them in to my food. That was a wonderful thing. Anyway.
She for a few short hours saw what happiness could be like.
No, I kid you not. I can only explain it by going, the stupid worries that go through my head were gone. It was just I can't help but to think of bad things and go to the negative all the time. That's when I was writing Drake, and I wrote Chuck Charles congratulating him and things, and I kid you not, man.
She could have been on your drug emails. You should have CC'd me on all of them. You basically drunk texted all of our coworkers.
Basically. So
are you like that when you drink? Are you happier when you drink?
Yeah,
do you worry more or do you worry less? Do you worry the same?
No, and I think that's why I kind of like drinking, because it takes me away from the stupid worries.
Well, that's definitely what alcoholics say. No, that's what therapists say about alcoholics.
No, I'm not.
You drink because
I don't think I'm not. I don't have drinks all week long or anything. I didn't even have any last week. It's not that. I'm not like an alcoholic, but I think that's why I kind of like getting that buzz.
Yeah, because it makes life a little easier.
My God,
makes being you easier.
No doubt.
It makes looking in the mirror and not swearing happen.
Oh man, this break is going to be probably a little long. We're going to try to get into it.
Yeah.
I want to walk you through the procedure.
I won't interrupt.
No, please, no. I want you to. So I get in there, and I'm following a lady in there. She's probably younger than me.
Did she ask you to follow her, or did you just take that into your own hands? And was this room the bathroom?
And she wasn't a nurse. Found out she was a patient there too. No, and we go into the room, and she's like, "Okay, cool. So get undressed." And I go, "All right." And I'm like, "We're gonna do
see a few videos like this."
And she goes, "You can leave your shirt and socks on." I go, "Normally do." Normally, like, all of my jokes were not working. Just before that, she goes, "All right, do you got to go to the bathroom? Because you should try." And I go, "Boy, you sound like my mom." And she didn't laugh, and I thought that was a good joke.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Well, my mom's dead." Then it got really weird.
Yeah, see, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You should have waited until she said, "Okay, now I'm gonna sponge bath your bits," and then you should have said, "Now you sound like my mom," or "Now you sound like my dad."
Oh, that'd have been perfect. Anyway, so I get naked. She comes back in. She's like, "Well, you can lay on the table." I thought she was going to give me a like a robe or whatever you call those.
A gown.
A gown. She didn't, and she's like, "Here's a little cloth to cover." And I go, "Okay."
Did she have to say little? I would have been like, "It's an average cloth."
Well, that's what I told her when that joke that I made. I go. I'm very nervous, so it's scared. That's why it looks like it disappeared. No laugh again. And I thought that was golden.
She knew you were lying.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so I lay on the table, and she goes, "All right, so I'm going to bathe you." And I go, "Oh, this is happening." And she did. Mm-hmm. She bathed that bathing suit area.
Yeah.
And I'm not...
She used soap?
I don't know. It was very cold. I didn't look down. I was texting you at the time. And I do have the text.
So you and I had a weird threesome?
Basically. If you go to the Facebook and see that text, that's exactly at the time she was doing that.
Yeah.
And I will say, and I don't want to get all graphic, but I will say that it did cross my head, like, please don't happen what wouldn't.
Don't get exciting.
Yes.
Don't get excited.
And I don't think I would in a situation like that, but what if? Oh my God.
I said you should have.
How embarrassing.
I didn't post. I don't think I posted this part of the conversation, but I said you should have took a Viagra and just went in there, just saluting everybody. Would have been great.
So after she's done doing that for it felt like way too long, she puts a little blue cloth.
Just like the girl who washes your hair. That she washed your hair a little too long. Did this nurse sponge bath you just a little too long? Do you think something's gonna happen on your vasectomy day?
By the way, I'm married. Just to let you know, she's out in the waiting room. Anyway, and then there's a little hole cut in this blue cloth where she sticks it out and she fits it on there, and then the doctor comes in. And oh, by the way, she's asked me all about my weekend while she's doing this. It's just it's a very awkward. That was a very awkward situation.
Just can I ask you? Did you treat your bathing suit area like people who are having their dogs put down? Did you buy it a cheeseburger and bring it to the beach?
Yeah, no.
Did you do all the things that you used to love to do?
No.
Go into the bathroom and say, "I'm just blow drying my hair."
So the doctor comes in, the worst part of the whole procedure is when he takes a needle and numbs it. He pushes it into there and numbs it.
Yeah, because you can still feel that because it's not numbed yet.
That hurt. That
Describe
really
the pain.
hurt.
Have you ever had a pain that you could somewhat compare it to?
No, because I thought tattoos. My tattoos have hurt, but I've never had a tattoo on my bees. So that's what it like. Just think of a needle piercing it. That's what it because it's not numb at that time. So that's what happens, and then it goes away quick.
Okay,
like 10 seconds. There's no more feeling.
Oh yeah,
and then he goes like this. I told him too. I mean, you don't have to describe everything because he goes, okay. So I'm going to start milking the tube, and I go, I don't know what I don't know what that means.
What do you mean you don't know what that means? I haven't had this procedure, and I know what that means.
Yeah. And then he
It's like the guy was milking a cow from the inside.
And then he goes to the other side, and he's like, I got to give you another shot. And he did, but that one I couldn't feel as much. I could still feel it a little bit, but not as much. This one I could feel the tugging, though, when he was tying the tubes, basically.
I thought they cut them and cauterize them.
No, because for the reverse surgery, they would just take this silk, they like stitch it with a silk.
So some can get in still.
That's right. That's why it's not 100%.
Where do they go?
I remember.
Is that where that joke came from? Do they leak out the butt?
I'm too scared to ask.
Because if you didn't stop production, eventually the warehouse is going to get overfilled. And then you have to outsource it to Mexico.
He said in 6 weeks, probably going to have to see you again because here's a cup. And you're going to have to put your stuff in there. But here's the thing. If you do it at home, it's got to be within like 29 minutes or 30 minutes.
29 minutes?
It has to be
number.
given to the farm doctor or whatever.
Somebody has to see it.
And he said, this is his exact words. He goes, most guys just find a quiet corner around here and just go to town.
Which, by the way, don't you have to make an appointment for that? Or do you just walk in and say, my God. That's what he's saying, is that you don't need an appointment for this. So what most guys will do is just be like, just here visiting a family member, and you go into a stall, put your feet up on the door so people can't see them, and then you have to walk out with a cup.
So the only way I could describe after, because he said once the numbing goes away, you're gonna feel a little sore, and it really does. When you're on the Vicodin, it's a lot better. But the only way I can describe the feeling, because I got asked by a couple buddies back at home, it's like, I don't want to say this at this time, dry. Like, you know, when you were a kid or a young kid and you would do that with your girlfriend, like pants on, dry. Dry.
That's what it feels like?
Afterwards.
How hard did you do it in high school?
Well, and then getting kneed right afterwards.
Oh.
So that's kind of what it feels like. It's like very blue, extremely blue, and it's really, it's an annoying feeling, but my God, you can, for 2 days, don't have to do anything in the house.
That sounds blissful.
The doctor said that too. When my wife was there, he goes, for the next couple days, 48 hours, he should just be sitting. And And my wife at the end of this yesterday, she goes, God, I want a vasectomy. Because I was like using it for everything.
Should have got your tubes tied. Okay.
Questions.
Now
right.
we have we're a little late, but I'm going to ask these questions.
No, that's
anyway.
fine. Or do you want to go next?
Let's go to the next segment, and I'll ask all my questions.
By the way, if you have a question you want to ask about the whole procedure, please, Sunseekers text line, 71090. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Oh, looky. We are live in the studio. If you want to see us, what we do, all you got to do is text TV to 71090. You're going to find out real quick. Wow, I want that job. They don't do too much.
Yeah, that's true.
Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, I'm Jake.
Hi, Jake. I'm Tanner.
On the way here in just a few minutes, we're going to read an email from a woman. It was very hurtful. Extremely hurtful. It's going to be the first segment of the 7 o'clock hour. I believe also in that 7 o'clock hour, we have money to give away. I think we're over $100, or is it $100 today?
I think it's $100 today.
Would take from Jake and Tanner. So
it's 120 because we didn't consider yesterday.
Okay, 120. We're going to try giving away. We were just talking about my vasectomy. Tanner has questions.
Yes. When is the next time? Can you get excited?
Yeah, because I was very, very nervous.
And does it hurt?
No.
Wait, what do you mean? Why were you nervous? Did you feel it coming?
No. Everything's kind of nerve-wracking. Even afterwards to go pee, I was a little nervous because I know it doesn't have anything to do with anything, but it has stuff to do with stuff down in that area. Yeah, so Yeah, so that doesn't hurt. That you can do.
Okay. When is the next time that you're allowed to erupt?
I don't know. And I'm very nervous about that.
What do you mean you don't know? They didn't tell you?
No,
That's not a question you asked?
They said in 7 days. I'm sorry, in 7 days.
7 days?
But I'm nervous. I am really nervous on that one because they said that it could cause pain for the first couple, and that makes me, I don't know, I'm very nervous on that. So I may just not ever do it again.
Somebody said 3 weeks on the text line, and they said give it all of the 3 weeks because it's gonna hurt.
Really?
And then somebody else said
Shut it!
No, the first time that you make a deposit, there's gonna be some blood in it.
Oh. Again, this is all medical.
It is very medical.
Now, somebody said Tanner asked Jake to drop his pants and show the diaper he's wearing. I'm not. I was wearing a jockstrap for a couple days, but I'm done with all that.
So another question that I had: if you had gotten to the butcher shop, what do they call it?
That's what they call it.
And that nurse came in, and she started washing your bits,
which she did,
and then right as she was doing it, she said, "By the way, big fan of the show."
And I would have said, "Yeah, I was a really big fan."
Or okay, if she would have said
that would have been awkward. That would have been really awkward.
If she would have said, "I'm a big fan of the show," the day before the procedure, would you have rescheduled?
No,
I think I would have.
No, I wouldn't have.
I believe that's why I also at the gym I go into a private area to change. Because seeing a random man's peen,
right,
and seeing somebody you hear on the radio's peen, I just feel like it's different.
Well, you want to know why it's different? Because they expect you're a big personality.
Because you would tell somebody though. Like if I saw,
you would. You'd be like, oh yeah, Tanner, he's got the small.
Yeah, like he's rocking a pin, like some candy corn is basically what he has. Mm-hmm. But like, okay, if I saw a dude at the gym and he was just hanging out, and I mean like,
right. It's kind of like if you saw John Hamm,
Costco,
but if you saw like John Hamm, but John Hamm wasn't John Hamm.
Yeah, and I saw that thing.
You would probably tell maybe a couple people. But if you saw John Hamm's ham, you would tell everybody.
I would tell everybody, especially if I knew where he worked.
Right.
If it was like, the guy who works the burger, the flipping at McDonald's,
doesn't use
that's not the only meat that he's using. Mm-hmm. That's not the only quarter pounder he handles.
I had to talk to the doc. He was asking me a lot of questions about radio, and I told him we do, because he knows certain radio shows. Mm-hmm. And I was telling him how fake they are. I was just bursting his bubble, and he's like, "Oh man,
why did you do that to him?"
I don't know,
because I just went to that first grade class and ruined that other thing.
And then and I said we do something called reality radio, and he goes, so do you guys? Just before that, he goes, so do you guys talk a lot of like TMZ gossip stuff? And I go, yeah. I go, maybe if we want to, but I go, we do something called reality radio, and pretty much our personal life trumps everything. Mm-hmm. And he goes, oh God. Because now he knows that I'm going to talk about that procedure.
And if it screws up.
Right. I'm going to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the reason I took the next day off, though, is he said, I'm worried that you're going to go in and want to talk about this. He's like, but you know you're only going to be like 16 hours after the surgery, and you're going to be still on Vicodin. And I go, yeah, you're right. And plus, I was like, I could use it. I wish I wouldn't have taken that next day off. I mean, I Tuesday? am because I was hurt Tuesday, but it was so boring at the house.
Oh my God, what did you do?
Did
you play any Red Dead Redemption?
I did. I'm over it. I'm really over it.
Yeah, there's too much.
It's even when you're playing Red Dead online, you got to go through a whole training.
Online?
Yeah, you got to go online, but you got to go through the whole training again of riding a horse and doing all these missions. You can't just get online and play.
Ugh.
It sucks.
I didn't know that the online was out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. It sure is. Does anybody have any questions online? On the text line?
Somebody wanted to know if I could slap him.
No. Absolutely not. No.
They said you can't talk about people's ham because of HIPAA law. Get it? But still, if I saw... Still.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you can't talk about...
Well, like, if that nurse was a big fan of yours...
she would probably tell
but
people.
You would still be like, yeah, Jake had his vasectomy.
Angie doesn't do it. Angie will not talk about...
but that's not... I bet she'd talk about it if one of her patients had a huge ham.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Especially, she'd have to talk about it because she's a dental hygienist, and that's just... She should never have to see one.
Did I ever tell you the weirdest thing the story that came from Angie's mouth was... She was working on someone's teeth, and they're laying there, and they kick off their shoes with just their feet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then they take their toes and pull off their socks.
do socks, too.
As they're laying there, they pick up their foot and bring it towards them and start cracking their toes and then picking their nails. I go, this is just amazing. And I go, what do you do?
Who is this man?
I don't know.
What is his career choice?
I love everything about him, though.
Yeah, he's a good man.
Hi, who's this?
Hey guys, it's Jam.
It's about time.
We were
Where
gonna
the
call
hell
you.
have you been?
Yeah, really, honest to God, where did you disappear to?
I call again, you guys don't answer, but Did
you get a little upset? I feel like you got mad for some reason.
No, I didn't get mad.
Then what is your problem?
I was sick all last week. I had really bad. They said pneumonia, but it didn't feel like that. But whatever.
But let me ask you this: also, you call in with a lot of games. We haven't been playing a lot of games at all the last couple weeks. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Jake tried blaming it on me.
I did.
By the way,
I said that Tanner's has been a little bit mean to people lately.
I haven't been mean.
Tanner's always mean. That doesn't stop anybody from calling in. So.
Okay, well, that's a fact and also hurtful.
How are your pugs? Let's catch up.
Yeah, I have a dog now. It's a real dog. It's not a pug.
Yeah, the pugs are doing great as usual. They're excited for Christmas.
They're excited for existence.
In the household.
Do you get them presents?
Oh yeah, of course we do.
Like how much do you
they have
probably
their own
spend?
Stocking?
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee they have a stocking.
Yeah. Of course they have their own stocking, and we fill it with wonderful dog treats and new toys.
How much do you probably spend on each dog?
Probably like $30, $40.
So you're spending maybe $100 on your dogs.
Probably, because we probably get them like a new dog bed or blankets and things like that. So,
what do you get, Marissa?
Gift card.
Surprise! I can't say that. She's listening.
I like that. By the way, we asked that to a guy at the other station. Didn't he just go out and say, "Yeah, I'm going to marry her"? And I'm like, we were like, doesn't she listen?
It was loser Tyler.
Yeah, and it's like, doesn't she listen? Oh yeah.
He was like, I'm planning on proposing to my girlfriend, and he was like, probably shouldn't say that because her family listens and so does she. He's like, actually, I shouldn't have called in, should I? No, Tyler, you shouldn't have. You've ruined this.
Oh,
there was nothing that he could do that was good. Hey, do you have? I need to know, and I'm sure I've asked you this before. Do you have those little stairs for your dogs to get on your bed and couches?
Yes. We do.
How many sets of stairs do you have? Is it just one that you bring around with you, or do you have one for your bed and one for your couches?
They can get on the couch just fine. It's just the bed they can't. So we only have one set of steps for the bed. But we also, my dad made them what we call a pug patio because they like looking out at the window in the summer or the spring.
Wait, you got your dad involved in your sick
fetish
fetishes?
So he made a pug patio so they go up on there so they can look out the window.
Well, it's like it's grandkids, I guess.
But Jim, you have kids.
Yes, we have a daughter.
Oh, yeah! You never talk about your daughter. You only talk about the pugs.
Well, I mean, which is more exciting?
Yeah.
His daughter's eyes aren't hanging halfway out of her skull.
Yeah, and she breathes normally.
Yeah.
Right.
She doesn't have a weird gargle to her.
Jake, I have a question for Jake.
Yeah.
Actually, two questions regarding the vasectomy to get back on track.
Okay.
One, did they give you one of those inflatable donuts to sit on?
No, they didn't. No,
that's
just
only
a
for
jock
butt
strap.
stuff.
No. And then two, did they put you in a cone of shame so you wouldn't lick the area?
Oh yeah, I did ask you Did they put a cone on it?
So I'd leave it alone?
Yeah. I think I did text him
Looking
that.
it around and other things like that.
Thank you. But no cones.
Bye, Jim. Call in more on topic.
Yeah. You did. This time he kind of was.
He was. No,
yeah.
I'm saying I want him to call in more. And that goes to everybody who calls in. Stay on topic.
Yeah, that's actually a really good tip.
Because otherwise we will... You want to get verbally abused on the air? Call in with a boring story not on topic.
Oh, that is rough. If you're going to call off topic, feel free, but it better be gosh dang great.
It better be dynamite, because we have caller ID, and we will find you, and we'll unleash...
I think...
what's his face's pugs? Jim's pugs.
I think Kyle on delay said it best when someone said they're nervous to call in, and a lot of these people are saying, yeah, I hang up before they answer. And Kyle's like, you just have to be ready for them just to attack you and make you feel very small. Mm-hmm. But get over it quick, because they're just, it's all good. It really is. If we goof around with
fun.
you, we're just goofing around. On the way, we have an email that we got on Saturday. We actually had one on, I think, Thursday. Tanner, go ahead, you're raising your hand.
Hey, before we get into the next break, because I feel like we're done with ball talk, when can I tickle you again?
Oh,
because I know that you feel it a lot in your lowers.
At least 12 days.
12 days? Wait, hold on. You can lay in bed with your wife in 7, but I can't tickle you like a dude?
Oh, no. You can tickle me above.
Yeah, but
waist
you know
above.
How some people belly laugh? I know you ball laugh.
Yeah, waist above. You can do that in a couple days, but you can't tickle the area for 12.
I don't even know why we're friends.
Email next.
Why are you?
Hey, there's never been a better time to have LASIK Optivision. It's only $14.95 a 9. You're packed to work the next day. Call 1-800-20-HAPPY. You're going to get that free consultation. Oh. Ha! There it is. I forgot we were on camera there for a second, so I don't know what I was doing in the studio.
Oh.
There, completely forgot. I thought it would be funny if we were doing a best of yesterday and you just had the camera on.
No, because then everybody would have watched me watching the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt all morning.
Highest paid board op ever.
Oh
when
God.
When one of us are sick. Which I want to change that. I want to get, when we get a producer, if you're sick, I don't know how it works. I hate the fact that. Oh yeah, I guess
they would come in and do it. That would be part of their job.
Anyway, Jake and Tanner show. Hi, my name is Jake. I ended up yesterday, because of sitting around because of the vasectomy. I ended up the last 2 days watched Upgrade, the movie Upgrade, and watched, what was the one?
Hereditary,
which is just okay.
I had heard that it has a really effed up ending.
Tanner, the other host of the show.
Hi, my name is Tanner, and I am here in the studio live.
High five. I just high-fived myself.
It's funny because now that there's cameras, everybody saw that you just... Because I've never actually given Jake a real high five.
You've given me wet willies with your tongue in my ear. A Michigan willy.
Michigan wet willy.
So we do have a lot to get to today. I want to read this email.
Oh.
This email.
I read it one other time.
Now, we're Christmas shopping with my family. And
taking your bees on a last hurrah.
Yeah. And I got the email and I started reading it, and it completely, it's amazing how somebody can change your mood and make you not feel good about yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's funny how people can allow that to happen. And I remember reading this and getting mad. My wife's like, hey, just don't worry about it. And then I go, Angie, it's so easy for you to say, but think about if somebody were to write a negative email. This is a big email, too.
Yeah.
About dental hygiene. You would be so mad.
Not only about dental hygiene and how you do it, telling you people that do it better. And wishing, hey, hope you don't do this anymore because you're just not good at it.
So, okay, a little while ago, we ended up early on the show. Everybody, the people that know the show know that I've had this little white dog forever. He's like 15 years old. It's my wife's dog. He became part of the family years and years ago, obviously, and I'm so annoyed. I'm not a big fan of the dog, and I have joked, which is probably a horrible joke, but I joked where I want to take a pillow to it. Yeah. Now, that joke came about years ago when we were talking about Old Yeller, and you think about if Old Yeller, they did that to Old Yeller instead of the gun. And that's how that joke came about. I don't have to justify where the joke came from, but people that know the show know that I would never do that. This person got mad, wrote an email, I don't know, a week ago that we read on air. And then she writes another one because she ended up hearing the one that we read on air. You ready for the email?
I'm ready for the first email.
Okay. Hello. I wrote in earlier this week about the segment where one of the guys was talking about his senior dog. Now, since moving here, I haven't been a fan of this show, but a coworker of mine is. She told me, give them a week, you'll like them. And that morning, all I heard was them talking about how him and their kids don't like their dog. What a hassle it has become to them, and basically how it should just die already. That's all true. I do hate the dog. It doesn't change the way I feel. I would never take a pillow to him, but I do dislike the dog.
You would never wish it to be dead. Like, you'd never watch it suffering and say,
oh, no.
You would never Walter White it.
No.
But you would, but it's still like, okay, you have you're just pooping.
It's just someone that she doesn't know. I get that. She doesn't know who we are. She doesn't know the personalities. Yeah. Anyway, he even expressed his feelings about wanting to smother it with a pillow. I wrote upset that morning, comparing them to a show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, which is a funny show, but actually meant to compare them to Billy Madison's show based on San Antonio because it's similar in nature, except they are actually funny. And hey, lady, don't act like we don't know who those shows are. Yeah. We're in the business.
Yeah.
By the way, Brooke and Jubal and Billy Madison, nothing against them. They have their own show, but they're all
pre-produced, canned, and fake.
They use actors, and we don't.
It's fine if that's the type of thing you want. All of Seinfeld was written in fake. All of Married with Children was written in fake.
See, here's the thing. They're not... This show... Let me continue on.
Yes.
I'd like to make myself clear when I said Jake and Tanner should be taken off the air. It really didn't have to do with their dog conversation. And the offense I took to that, when I said they should be taken off the air, it's just because they're not funny or interesting at all. I already thought of this, but the dog conversation was the icing on the cake. I'm not blind to the fact that comedy can be somewhat offensive. The Billy Madison show can be pretty sexist sometimes, but they pull it off because they are funny. There's another comparing us. I mean, she's doing it in a great way of making us feel really bad about what we do for a living.
Because she's saying, I'm not... Because this is the thing. If she would have said, I want these guys off the air because they are saying bad things about dogs and talking about animal abuse. I get that. If you were hardcore offended by that, and you felt that passionately about us getting let go because of something that was said.
Right.
I get it. This I don't understand, and this is just hurtful.
Maybe you are sexist too, though. I don't remember ever mentioning that I'm a female, but you assumed correctly. Anywho, just wanted to point out that I'm not anti-comedy or easily offended, but the dog talk was not funny, was not comedy, was not interesting, banter, and was not really appropriate for early morning radio. Well, I'm glad you know what's appropriate.
Yes.
Of course, people are open to discuss and talk about whatever they want, but if it is on the radio, shouldn't it at least be funny, interesting, and appropriate to all audiences at that time? I'm serious. She goes on. This is...
No, keep going.
I'm serious, though. Maybe check out the Billy Madison show because the Jake and Tanner banter is completely lackluster and completely devoid of provoking any emotion but boredom and apparently hostility. Anyway, I didn't know that my email was mentioned on the air until I worked with my coworker again, and she asked me if I sent an email, and I said yes, and she played the podcast for me. I listened to a little bit of it and thought I would respond. Thank you. Now she does another email here in just a second.
Two things I want people to remember during this. One, her coworker is a saint.
We love her.
Love her. And also, I just want you to, I don't want to throw her coworker under the bus, but somebody wrote a really annoying email, and she immediately said, ugh, this must be you.
Yeah, you got to be so fun to work with.
You must put off this vibe at work that you just complain, that you have nothing happy in your life, that the only thing you can do is complain. So that when she heard us talking about a complaint email, she's like, ugh, that must be Karen. Also,
she sounds like a Karen.
Also, I want you to remember the phrase she said, you are sexist.
Yeah.
Because this next email.
Right. Well, I want to go back to what we do is probably not the greatest. I understand that. We do.
There are better radio shows out there. That's why they make more money.
Right. What you'll never get from us, and this is what's probably different. She's trying to say Billy Madison or Brooke and Jubal like we've never heard of these guys. We know. They're very successful shows.
They're very talented.
And we've actually stated that. Should we do fake radio? Because we would make a lot more money if we were to do canned actors, scripted out radio. We've had conversations, not only with us.
Really weighed out the pros and cons on it.
And we decided that we don't want to do that type of radio. We want to do reality radio. So we understand that not everything that comes out of our mouth is going to be great, but it's all truthful.
Yep.
Every single thing is truthful. And I get why this is different radio. This is a different type of radio. In her eyes, not very good. Let me read the next email.
Yeah, because this email got me.
I actually here's the next one. This was like 5 minutes later. I actually took the time to listen to the podcast now instead of just going by what my coworker said.
See? That got me right there. You wrote a full page, a complaint email saying that we are not funny, that we're sexist, and you didn't even hear us.
She goes on to say, I noticed that there were no assumptions of me being a female. So, I mean, she's being very professional on this email.
What it also means is that she tried to give us a sexist term without hearing it.
They actually called me a Texas man, so I guess it's an assumption either way.
Can never make her happy.
Also,
if we would have said it was a Texas woman, we're sexist. We said it was a Texas man. Oh, well, you're still assuming. You're still assuming.
Now, also, of course, I don't want someone to lose their job because we were saying she wants us to lose our job taken off the radio. Also, of course, I don't want someone to lose their job, but maybe they can move elsewhere in the office. I mean, we may live in a small city, but we deserve quality talk radio personalities. I think maybe a funny sidekick, someone to write their material. Anyway, I didn't expect to get any feedback from my email. I also feel that had they read it verbatim, the response might have been different. By the way, yes, Texas does have a high population of people who are ignorant when it comes to caring for man's best friend, but that doesn't mean we're all clueless. Please feel free to forward my emails to Jake and Tanner, as I can no longer find their direct emails. I hope there are no hard feelings. I just shared my opinions as a consumer, and they stated theirs. Thank you. Now, for 4 hours, I kid you not, for 3 or 4 hours, I question what we do. And I went, maybe
are we not funny?
Should we do fake radio? That went back through my head. Like, maybe we should have another conversation of doing scripted radio where we would, like Brooke and Jubal, bless their hearts, like Billy Madison, great radio show. They're fake. Mm-hmm. And they're gonna, if they heard this, they would argue with us and say, no, we're not fake, we do, but they are, and they know in their heart of hearts they're fake.
Now, because I thought maybe more people think like she does. Maybe she's not the only person that hates our show, and maybe she's just couple screws loose enough to where she thought she needed to write this email, and maybe other people are more sane.
I wanted to, where I got in a peaceful slumber low. I stopped worrying about it because I remembered a few emails that we got. One just a few weeks ago, and then I started which I want to get to here in just a second. But then I started remembering this. We shouldn't be doing radio what we're doing. Okay, we said, hey, we want to do afternoons over at the birthday station. Yep. That shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened because, and we got told over and over again that it's not going to happen. We made it happen. We ended up winning 2 WBAs being over there.
Yep.
We got mornings. We shouldn't have been doing mornings in Big Market. We ended up doing mornings in Big Market, and guess what we did? We won Wisconsin Broadcaster Association. That's those WBA awards. Over there, we won one for best morning show in Wisconsin. We ended up taking out a Heritage morning show over there,
getting them fired and completely changing everything. A 20-year morning show in a matter of 12 months. We caused them to change everything.
Now, we ended up finding, you don't know who Bill McMahon is? Bill McMahon is Kid Craddock's old talent coach. Now, Kid Craddock probably means nothing to you, but he is the best, considered one, they have awards of Kid Craddock Awards. He's considered one of the best morning show people in the world. He sought us out to work with us. We still work with him today.
Yes.
One of the biggest agents on the planet, probably the biggest agent on the planet, we turned down.
Yep.
He contacted us. We came here. We're doing an all-talk format on a CHR station that's not unheard of. We wanted to put together a Jake and Tanner experience where the salespeople go, do you think anybody will come? We go, we don't know. It's sold in 2 seconds. We kid you not, 2 seconds, it's sold out 500 seats.
Yep.
In 2 seconds. Guess what we're talking? We're talking the Meyer Theater next year. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
And for all of this to happen in a little over a year here,
right? Well,
is absolutely amazing.
I'm not saying. Well, I'm not. I don't want to sit here and pat our own backs, but it made me think like there's some good things. And this is the emails that I wanted to get to. Okay, the one that I said earlier I wanted to get to. A few weeks ago, I was trying to find it this morning. I can't find it. A guy contacted us and said, "Hey, went to your Jake and Tanner experience, and my wife and I have had a really rough time, especially my wife." I'm not reading this verbatim, obviously, it's coming in my head, but I can remember. She had we had a miscarriage about a couple months ago, and she has not smiled or laughed since. And until Jake and Tanner experience, I've never seen her smile or laugh like that. That's the woman I married, and that's the woman I miss. Thank you for doing what you do. Tell that. And there's another woman coming up to us out of the parking lot, shaking because she got out of the abusive relationship because she said, you guys make me happy and I want to laugh all day, every day like you guys do, and you guys have made me get out of that abusive relationship. Tell that to the little girl that's 14 that said she wanted to commit suicide, but she realized that our life sucked worse than hers. Yeah. And she started laughing again, and she said, I stopped thinking about suicide all the time. So by the way, you're a flippin' Texas transplant. You don't get to come here, here for a few weeks and tell what radio show belongs in Wisconsin.
Yeah, you don't get to say and have any kind of feedback on what this community needs.
And here, I'm going to blow your flipping mind here, lady, and I hope you're listening. You see that radio dial? There's a goddamn knob on it. Turn the station. That's all you got to do.
I love her coworker, who is because that's what I like about people. When they say, give them a week, give them a little bit of time, you'll end up liking them. We know that they're very annoying in the beginning. I feel so bad that she has to sit next to this woman, that she has any kind of contact with her, because she sounds like her life is 100% void of happiness.
It's just...
It blows my mind and say things.
Yeah, that's what blows my mind is... I get that not everybody likes us. I understand that. Because, again, we do a show that is quite different.
And it shouldn't, like you had said before, this right here where Katy Perry is coming up, we shouldn't be talking this long. We shouldn't be talking 13 and a half, 15 minutes of break. We shouldn't be. We should be telling you that Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are dating, and then it should go into a little sounder that goes, what? And then right back into music.
Should be talking a lot of celebrity gossip, and we don't. We just talk about a lot of life events. And it's different type of radio. My biggest complaint on this whole thing, Lo, is she has us all. She said her coworker said give it a week. She didn't listen a week. Nope. She has listened to our show very little.
She said she wrote that angry email before she even listened to it.
She has our life figured out. She has our show figured out. She knows what's good for our. I don't consider you a listener. You have it all figured out for our listeners. You came from. You don't get to say. You don't get to come here and say, I mean, I get it. If somebody lived here their whole life and they've been listening to us for the last few months and they're like, I just don't understand this show. She gets no say in this.
She doesn't know who we are.
And how dare you take happiness away from me when I was Christmas shopping with my family? Yeah. That sucks. And
when
I
you
know
were
that
out with your balls, giving them a good weekend before they disappeared. She took that away from you and your bees.
I hate radio. I hate that. Who has the audacity to do that? Dude, that's like me coming up to her and saying, hey, listen, I don't want you. You really suck at your job. Now, I don't want you to get fired. Just move to a different spot so I don't have to see you anymore.
Yeah, why don't you go in the back? Everything you say is pointless. You're void of any kind. You're boring. You suck, and you should go work in the warehouse.
So this part that says that, I wanted to make sure that if she's listening, that part that says funny, interesting, appropriate, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Jake and Tanner banter, completely lackluster, completely devoid of provoking any emotion but boredom. Okay, maybe so on some segments, but again, you tell that to the little girl that said she doesn't want to commit suicide now because we're making her laugh.
Yeah,
you tell that to those emails that I don't need to restate them, but
you tell it to the girl that was in a hardcore abusive relationship that got out.
That's an awful thing to do. That's an awful thing to do to try to make somebody feel small. That is a very nasty thing to do. Make somebody question what they do for a living, to make them feel bad about themselves. You got to be unhappy with your life. You have to be, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened in her life. I can't assume anything with her, because I know that she is just going to come back and say, you assumed this, but actually this. But if I got a different email from a different person that isn't her, I'd assume that somebody left her and said, you're just too negative all the time.
We're getting a lot of calls coming in, but I know what they're going to be, and I don't want that. I don't want listeners to attack.
Well, yeah, and we don't need
her.
No, we don't want that kind of negativity. And after this break is done, we're going to get out of it, and we're going to stop talking about this woman that I assume her name is either Karen or Alexis.
Guarantee she has I want to speak to the manager haircut. Yeah.
There are people hoping that she doesn't travel for Christmas. And everybody has that family member. You're it.
Here's the thing. Is it we're voices out of a radio, out of a speaker, so people don't think that we have our own issues, our own troubles, our own families? Is that like for her to be, or is she just a mean? She could probably just be a mean person.
I think she's just a weird, mean person, and some people are just negative, mean people. I mean, it's just what it is. So something we said, maybe she dated somebody named Jake.
I could be.
Maybe she.
Well, maybe the joke, the dog. I mean, I think the
it's
dog.
It's not a great joke.
No, and again, that's what I'm saying. The things that come out of our mouth is going to be all real, and I know some of it's not going to be the greatest, and some of it may get us in trouble. That wasn't a great. Now it's not, but at the time when you were like, and I was like, God, I want to take a little pillow to that dog. That's kind of I would never.
It's because it's ridiculous,
right?
And that's what jokes are.
I don't want to justify the joke. All right, let's move forward. Anyway, spent way too much time. I hope that reaches you. Yeah, and if you do send another email, we're not. I mean, we'll probably read it. We're not going to read it on air. I can say that.
How about this? If you send another email, you just send it right to jakeandtannershow@gmail.com.
There you go.
Because I just want to let you know this. When we got your emails, we all laughed with our bosses at them.
Oh yeah, that's. We did have a good laugh.
We sat down because we brought it to him, and he said, "Did you see that ridiculous email from that woman?" And
we all had a good laugh.
And we all had a good laugh because your one angry email that was 100% unjustified was so ridiculous and so minuscule.
Change the dial.
There's laughed at your email.
I bet you they're doing birthdays, and that would be right up your alley.
You want to figure out when an Alexis has a birthday, or a Kyle has a birthday, or maybe Bob and Karen are having a sweet 20-year anniversary. Go figure it out.
Hey, by the way, if you're the coworker, please send her this podcast.
Call in.
Yeah, you call in because you're a good person. Anyway.
You call in. I want to send you a Jake and Tanner Show travel mug. I'm dead serious.
Actually, why don't we give her a bunch of swag so she can hang it up in her office so that the other coworkers got to look at it?
Yeah, you got to tell us this girl's name, and we'll give you anything you want. We just got brand new Jake and Tanner Show packing tape that you could tape around everything.
We'll get you some shirts too and things like that.
Anything you want.
We're gonna try to give away $120 coming up here in just a few. Oh my God. My nephew, my sister.
Oh, finally! I can't wait for you to tell me about these things.
It's the Jake and Tanner Show. What a fine prank.
I always think those jokes are funny when people make it seem like a baby's in danger.
Yeah, right. You remember Jackass? They did that. They put the car seat on top of the car and then drove off.
Yeah. Or they would like stop there and let their baby stroller go into oncoming traffic.
Yeah. Was that a Jackass?
I think so.
Yeah. Hey, it's a Jake and Tanner show. Hi, I'm Jake.
Hi, Jake. I'm Tanner.
We're going to get to a few things that we need to talk about, including somebody quitting the Today Show. Or one of the hours of the Today Show. His name is Matt Lauer. He's been working as a camera guy.
Did, what?
Just kidding. I don't know.
Did your vasectomy affect your brain?
In the past. So, I'm going to do this quickly because I don't... You got to shut this off. All I'm going to do is watch
so
the guy on True TV. We have it on for some reason. This guy has a stroller, and the little baby's holding on to balloons.
Like they tied the balloons to the baby's wrist, but
and it floats away with the baby, and people are freaking out.
Yeah, and it's a fake baby,
by
the way.
Obviously.
But it's really funny because this baby just lifts up, and they're just like, oh no, the baby!
You know what, Karen, if you're still listening, you should write to True TV because they're doing
offensive.
this. This is offensive.
Some people do tie their balloons to babies, and babies do fly up into the stratosphere. You never know, Karen.
Boy, do I love how you're saying Karen. So
I feel bad because my mother-in-law's name is Karen, and she's a very nice person.
Sure, we're not talking about that Karen.
No, but every other Karen in the world.
There's never been a better time to have LASIK at Optivision. It's only $14.95 an eye, and you're back to work the next day. Call 1-800-20 happy for a free consultation. Oh my God, is that late?
Oh no,
that was supposed to be done at 6:50.
We're only 40 minutes late. It's fine.
All right. I don't want to spend too much time on the stories because I don't want to bore you to death because it seems like we got to recap these all the time. My sister is a train wreck.
Yes.
Okay. She's had major alcoholism, major drug problems ever since she's been like 17, 18 years old. She's wrecked numerous cars when she was a kid because of drinking and driving.
Yeah.
She's had a divorce. Divorce led to another guy, and they were on a bunch of coke. She has 4 kids. Colton, who's doing radio out in Minneapolis. She has a daughter who's doing hair, and they're okay. They're pretty successful. The other 2 young ones are not the...
They're a little bit more mom's kid.
And I've had a problem with the way she raises kids. I've had an issue with it because I don't like her. We've never got along.
Which, a little backstory, which is why I knew that you were having a rough time when you first moved to Milwaukee, and you said, I think my sister's going to come live with me for a while so I can have some family down here. And she's going to get a job, and then she's going to find her own place. And all I kept thinking was, you hate her. What is going to happen? Well,
that's what my wife said,
too. A week and a half.
Oh, it was god-awful. There's a major issue when she's hiding alcohol around the house and all of that. And I've dealt with alcoholism with my dad. Well, no, my mom dealt. I was just there. This time I actually had to deal with...
Like you
yelling at her, talking to her, finding beer, making sure she's not driving with my kids.
Like you had to explain to her, hey, you can't drink in Piper's room and hide them under pillows.
Right. Okay. So you fast forward a year and a half. Let me just explain in a year and a half what's happened. I told her too. I'm like, here's the chance, man. You come here, just start all over. Start fresh. Good job. Get an apartment. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. She went back. She got a DUI. And then she ended up getting another DUI like a month later or something.
Like not even to her first court date.
Right. And then the last thing was she got busted stealing. Grand theft. Not grand theft, but it was grand theft. It said it was very expensive. She was stealing something that was expensive. It wasn't like a $30 thing.
No. Grand theft I think changes state to state.
Okay.
I think Wisconsin is like $1,000 or something.
Now, put that on pause for a second. My youngest nephew, who's 21 or 20 now, he's been down the wrong path, where a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs. He's been in and out of jail. Now he's sitting in jail right now, getting ready to be sentenced for stealing a car.
Did they decide that it was a car?
They haven't yet. They're still. Okay. That's why he's still sitting in jail.
Okay.
And I'm waiting to hear how long he's going to get.
And if you've made an offer to, I think, all of the kids. Because there's 4 of them.
Cannon, I never did. The one in jail, I never offered.
You never offered to come stay with you?
Colton, I
thought
did.
You did, but he said he had a girlfriend at the time. Because when he came and stayed here over a summer.
That's when my sister was going to move over. And she was going to move with him. But I never directly contacted him and said, hey, move over here.
Yeah.
Now, Colton, I did. He lived with me growing up. Cora, pretty much when she was 18, 17, she started living with me.
Mm-hmm. She's the oldest.
She's the oldest. And then I didn't get a hold of Cannon. And Carly, I tried really hard. She doesn't have any drug or alcohol problem that I know of, but she could be doing more. For me, anyway, she's not doing what I would want her to do. But again, I have no control over that. But at least she's not in jail.
Yeah.
Which
is a weird thing to say.
Right. My nephew, the one that's in Minneapolis, called me up. He said, I got an early Christmas gift for you. And I'm like, okay, cool. My sister just got another DUI. This is the 3rd one. Now, in Michigan, it's 3 strikes, 1 to 5 years.
Yeah, it becomes a felony. In Wisconsin, too, it's a felony after you get 3.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that 1 to 5? Or is it, can they do a minimum?
I think a felony is a minimum of 1 year.
That's
what I mean. Minimum 1 year is a felony.
So she's
such a repeat offender.
Well, it's only been a year and a half. She has 3 DUIs and drugs,
the stealing and stuff,
and stealing in a year and a half. They're not gonna say, oh, just do a couple months because it's been 8 years.
No, they have to do something. Like, they have to do something different because it's like, oh, she sat a weekend in jail, she didn't learn her lesson. She spent a month in jail, she didn't learn her lesson. Okay, she's going to have to go in for a year. Send her to a legit prison, Orange is the New Black style.
How awful. What an annoying... It's so annoying because now my nephew, and I wouldn't do this, but he's in Colton, or the one that's in Minneapolis doing well. He's such a nice person, not like me, because I would just not do it. He's going for Christmas. He's going back to Traverse City, and one of his vacation days, he's boxing up all of his mom's stuff, putting it in a storage place, and he's going to pay monthly on it. And I wouldn't do it because and he's not close to that. He's not close to her at all, but it's still his mom.
Yeah, too nice. He's too nice. He needs the world to crap on him more. And I figured it would have when he tells his story about how on Easter he finds cocaine in his mom's purse. But he's still too nice. See, the world needs to destroy him more.
Well, anyway, so I thought I would share that, telling you what's going on, because I know some people are interested, maybe not. But so I'm waiting right now to end this. I'm waiting to find out exactly how many years my sister's going to get, and I'm finding out exactly how many years my nephew's going to get. That's so weird. My mom would be freaking out. Holy cow.
Now, do you ever...
Somebody said the jail systems are so overbooked, I doubt they'll lock her up. I thought that too. Maybe.
It might just give her house arrest. Have you thought about the younger niece once those two go away, offering her to come here?
No, she's got a boyfriend. She's living with him. Like I've lost those. You can't get that
they're
back. At a point now
where they have their own lives.
They got their own mind.
Yeah.
It would be like when they're 15, 16, I feel like I can kind of bend them.
That's when you can manipulate young girls, is when they're 15, 16.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Oh, wait, let's not use that as out of context.
I might take that. Either way, yeah, that sucks. It sucks that you put so much time and effort into trying to get her to move over here.
Bees are hurting.
I still?
Yeah, they come and go, man. It better? Oh no, don't you stay away from them. I don't even want to touch them.
Do you have like dog stitches, like dissolvable ones?
One underneath the trunk. Yeah.
Where'd they go in?
That just dissolves inside my body, he said.
And does that come out the butt?
Something has to.
Something's coming out of there. You can't just reroute it.
All right.
Maybe you sweat them out. Now, just instead of being, you'll just forever when you work out be sticky.
I'm nervous about doing that too. I feel like it's gonna go. Just pop.
Ah!
Too much weight.
Oh yeah. Did you ever? Never mind. I think you did 1 week.
Yeah. On the way. Let's try to give away some money here. with the take from Jake and Tanner, $120 up for grabs.
I just want to remind you,
that
even though you have tried your hardest to take children that aren't yours and put them on a great path, that you're still a bad person and you deserve to be in sales instead of doing
from
this
that
on
email.
The air. Still,
from that
just
email.
Want to let that Karen know.
If you don't know what Tanner's talking about,
hit
the
up
last
the podcast.
segment. Yeah, podcast, last segment. All right, there's never been a better time to have LASIK at Optivision. It's only $14.95 a nine. You're back to work the next day. Call 1-800-20-HAPPY. You're going to get that free consultation. $120. You got a chance to win next. The Jake and Tanner Show. I'm really not prepared right now.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like we do this for a living. Nah. I was on like mini vacation.
Yeah, I was wondering how you were going to come back, if you were even going to want to come back, just because of how close we are to vacation.
That's the difficult part. Like my mind was going, even though I was only sleeping in for like an extra hour and a half, still I didn't, and I love doing this. All we do is talk and have fun in the morning, but still
it's nothing worthwhile.
It's more fun when you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Just before we get to a take from Jake and Tanner, Gwen Stefani and talking about Blake Shelton and how they can't keep secrets, Christmas gifts from each other.
Is still a thing?
It is. I think
My God, are they gross together?
I was ordering a bunch of...
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
Blake?
She's going back in time with her aging. Actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to use our big screen, and I'm just going to put up recent photos of Gwyneth Stefani.
I would.
I was ordering a bunch of stuff on Black Friday, and he helps me. You know, do you like this
pause
jacket?
it.
And I'm like,
That's not for you. Black Friday is not for you,
I agree.
Gwen Stefani. You don't get the deals because you took away some great deals from people who don't make millions.
I completely agree with you. And wait till what she says at the end drives me absolutely bonkers.
It's like if you saw her at Goodwill looking for name brand clothes.
Yeah.
That's not... You don't get to do that.
I was ordering a bunch of stuff on Black Friday, and he helps me. You know, do you like this jacket?
Here's the thing. Now, I think her PR person said to do that. And the reason I think they said to do that is to make her seem like a regular person. Because that's what you do nowadays.
Yeah, you want to feel more real than have this major celebrity status.
You know, do you like this jacket? And I'm like, I'm going to get it. No, it's too expensive. I'm not going to get it. But then I was like, I got it.
Right.
And then he actually saw it and then like snuck bought it. But then when it came and I had it, he was like, I got you that. That was your Christmas present. So now I have 2 of them.
I see.
So that happened. And then yesterday, I finally was like, I know what we need to get. I know what he needs. He needs one of those blowers, like the air blowers that you blow the leaves. I was like, that is what I'm going to get him. I was so excited.
That sounded like how I would explain it.
An air blower for the tree clothes?
Yeah.
What I'm going to get him. I was so excited. I went to Home Depot website, and I was sending the actual link to my assistant to say, can you read the reviews?
See, that's my issue.
There's a little bit more of the richness.
Yep, I sent my link because that is not normal. Her PR person probably went, "Oh, you shouldn't have said that." I sent the link to my assistant so she could read the reviews to order it.
Just read them. Just find the most expensive one and buy one. Because also, if it craps out on you in 6 months, you're Gwen Stefani.
It doesn't matter.
Buy a new one.
Actually,
buy a whole gardener.
When you're done, throw it away. That's all you got to do, and then buy another one next weekend.
If I had Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton money,
oh God, how much do you think?
I don't think I'd ever fill up a gas tank. I think I would just drive my car until it ran out of gas, and then call somebody and say, "Okay, this one's done. Bring me a new one."
Blake Shelton. Worth $60 million.
Okay, that's enough.
Gwen Stefani, $100 million.
So they're worth $160 million together.
Mm-hmm.
They both make albums. They're both on TV. They both are celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to read reviews.
You don't need to be shopping on Black
You
Friday.
don't need to take our deals.
How dare
There's a
you?
limited supply.
You leave those for the poor people.
You leave them for us, the people who can't afford them but still do.
Right, next you're going to tell us that you bought wallpaper and have TV trays. How dare you?
You're complaining that the wood paneling, those little nails are coming apart, and now you can see behind the wall.
You leave that for us.
Shut up.
Link to my assistant to say, can you read the reviews? And then I sent it to this group text with all of our friends on it, and on accident. So then he wrote back saying, yeah, that's a perfect gift.
Oh, Blake was on that?
Yeah, he was on the group.
You blew it with the leaf blower.
I blew it with the leaf blower.
Also, I do like thinking that they have a big group message with friends.
You mean just other celebrity friends?
Yeah.
That's 10 of them. Leonardo DiCaprio's on one of them.
Yeah, and he's just sending pictures of...
For some reason, Aaron Paul.
Yeah. Aaron Paul?
Wait, who's Aaron Paul?
Aaron Paul's Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, why'd I say him? I don't know. He's in the group message now.
Actually, I could see that. You know what? If we reached celebrity status, hardcore celebrity status, wouldn't you want to hang out with Jesse Pinkman?
The only person I want to him. I want to hang out with Mark Paul Gosselaar so bad.
Oh my god,
I love Zach Morris.
I still want to hang out with Dustin Diamond.
Well, you would. Yeah, it's risky. You might get stabbed, or you might stab someone.
Yeah, I might become a felon. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what's going to happen when I hang out with Screech.
Russell Brand, like these celebrities, their PR people are trying to say, hey, that's why Will Smith's doing what he's doing on YouTube, just trying to be a regular person. Yeah. That's what their PR people are trying to tell him to do. Now, I like what Russell Brand said. He's that long-haired British comedian, extremely intelligent, fast-talking, really witty.
Have you watched his new Netflix special?
Is it good?
I don't know. I haven't watched it. I watched a preview and nobody was laughing. It seemed like he was just lecturing people.
That could be. I like what he said, though, when somebody said, so what do you and Katy Perry do at home? And he goes, I don't like that question, and I don't like that you asked that question because we just eat sandwiches or we watch Netflix. He goes, I don't like people... Questions like that make celebrities better than others, and that makes people feel bad, and we shouldn't do that to people. And I like that he said that.
Answer, yeah.
I do.
She blows up the bathroom, and I yell at her to spray.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what that sound is? $120 up for grabs. All you got to do is call 866-916-0959. We're going to play a little game that we like to call Take from Jake and Tanner. We haven't played it in a couple days.
I feel rusty.
I do too, but mine's from a medical procedure.
I feel sticky and I feel damp.
Me too. Hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Julie, you're too excited. Dial her back a bit.
Julie, you're going to be playing. Tell me.
Hello.
Tell me what is something you collect?
Wine corks.
Ooh, wine corks. How many would you say you have?
From today
forward. Well, from last weekend, total probably about 75.
From last weekend?
So
total?
Does alcoholism run in your family, or is this brand new to you?
Yeah. Have you admitted that you're an alcoholic yet?
Not yet.
All right. Julie, 5 questions. Tanner's going to be out of the room. I'm going to ask you these questions. He's leaving right now, going to a soundproof booth. When he comes back in, now remember, he's not going to be able to hear questions or answers. If you get stuck, you can't pass on these.
Okay.
What are you doing down there? Ah! Stop crawling. He's crawling out of the room like a madman. Please shut the door. You know how this works, though, right? You want to be fast.
Absolutely.
But you want to make smart decisions. That's just good life advice there. All right. Timer's going to be done or begin when I'm done reading the first question. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. What movie is this quote from? Surely you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Airplane.
The Mariana Trench is found in which ocean?
Indian.
In Tennessee, what comes after... in tennis, what comes after a deuce?
Love.
What city is Churchill Downs located in?
Churchill Downs. Pass.
Which Manning brother first won a Super Bowl, Eli or Peyton?
Peyton.
What city is Churchill Downs located in?
Oh gosh. The timer. I'm gonna say I work. Kentucky. Shoot.
It's too late.
I was gonna say Missouri.
And by the way, it was city, not state.
Oh, okay.
That's all right, though. How do you think you did, Julie?
I think I got 2.
We're gonna find out.
I like that. Where they make guesses on how they did.
You know how this works. Timer's gonna begin.
It's so weird.
Isn't it a lot? It's a lot different when the timer's on you, isn't it?
It is.
Right, here we go. Timer
I
begin.
usually nail all 5 of them, and then the one time I get through. Oh man.
Timer's gonna begin when I'm done reading the first question, Tanner.
Sure.
What movie is this quote from? Surely you can't be serious. I am serious.
Gone with the Wind.
And don't call me Shirley.
Oh, damn it!
The Mariana Trench is found in which ocean? Mariana's Trench is found in which ocean?
The Atlantic. God, what an idiot.
In tennis, what comes after a deuce?
Pass.
What city is Churchill Downs located in?
London.
Which Manning brother won a Super Bowl first, Eli or Peyton?
Ooh, I want to say Peyton, but I'm going to go Eli.
Which city is Churchill Downs located in?
I said London.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Which one did you pronounce on? Hang on.
The tennis
In tennis, what comes after a deuce?
Deuce. Advantage? Man, I would say advantage.
Are you there, Julie?
I am.
Okay, here we go.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever done because it's my favorite comedy movie.
We're going to go through these. What movie is this quote from? Surely you can't be serious. I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley. Now, Julie said airplane very quickly.
Because it
Tanner
is
said
airplane.
Gone with the Wind, all cocky.
Because an idiot.
Correct answer is airplane.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love that movie too.
Marianas Trench is found in which ocean? Julie said Indiana. Yeah, not Indiana. She said Indian.
It's in Indiana.
That was just
Tanner,
a guess.
what did you say?
I said Atlantic.
Atlantic, yeah. It is Pacific.
Damn
Both
it.
of you got that
Ooh.
wrong. Still 1 point, Julie. Tanner 0. In tennis, what comes after a deuce?
Go on.
She said
That's still
pass. She didn't get that correct. Tanner, you said advantage, and advantage is correct.
Yeah,
that is 1-1.
I got so confused on that answer.
Which city is Churchill Downs located in? She said the city of Kentucky. Tanner said London. Churchill's Downs located is Kentucky, but it's Louisville. Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
It
Why
is
in Churchill? Why is it called Churchill Downs?
0-0.
It is 1-1.
1-1. Either way. Last
Oh gosh.
this is
the deal breaker.
this is the last question,
God.
and you both had a different answer, and one of you were correct
I think, yeah.
for $120.
What was the question? I don't even remember.
Which Manning brother first won a Super Bowl, Eli or Peyton? Now, Julie said Peyton. Tanner said Eli. The correct answer, Peyton.
It is! Oh!
Julie
Oh my
won!
God.
I should have won this.
Yeah, you should
I
have.
should have tied it at least.
You should have said airplane.
Yeah, because you.
I thought you would have known Peyton
I-
also.
I knew that he was there first, and I think Eli has more Super Bowls than Peyton.
Maybe that's it. I don't
And I think
really
that's
know.
where I got screwed up.
By the
It was
way,
just a guess for me, to be honest.
thank you, Know It All Trivia or Know It All Noah, for giving us some trivia today. So, Julie, you won today, $120. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. Hopefully, you can still help out a little bit for the holidays.
And I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. I felt rusty
You did,
today.
and you were. We will. We're gonna get all your info here and chat with you here in a minute. Hang on, Julie. So down to 20. Tomorrow we'll be back with Take from Jake and Tanner. On the way, someone is quitting the Today Show, and we're going to talk about it next. The Jake and Tanner Show, good morning. Hey, there's never been a better time to have LASIK at Optivision. It's only $14.95 an eye, and you're back to work the next day. Call 1-800-20-HAPPY. Get that free consultation. You want to just see how long that goes? It's the Jake and Tana Show. Hi, my name is Jake. I one of the hosts of the show here, and my diet is just garbage right now. And I don't mean it to, but it's just, how it happens. I had surgery, so I decided, well, I can't eat good, healthy food. I have to eat pizza.
This. Yeah.
And I told you yesterday, I texted, well, we'll get back into that in a little bit. Tanner, the other host of the show, tell me something about you.
Hi, my name's Tanner, and I think I gave my family food poisoning yesterday, except for my daughter, because she's in the stage where she says, I don't like that and then just wants peanut butter sandwiches.
Thank God. I could get some food poisoning, so I didn't eat everything in sight.
Oh, no, I'm over it now. Maybe my wife is, and I haven't asked her.
Food poisoning is the worst. I've had it happen. And then the restaurant that we were talking about on air.
Yes.
I like how they deny everything. Well, of course they're going to, but it was just completely like, oh, no. This is how, my alpha male neighbor?
Yes.
Tim.
Daddy Big Hands.
He goes to that bar that the food poisoning happened. It happened like a year ago.
He still goes there?
Yeah, he still goes, and he'll have a beer, because that's like kind of a bar that him and his friends frequent. Yeah. Everyone. And we were sitting there, and we went back there to do burger night, but I didn't do
Is that the main burger night place? Is that where you got it?
Yeah, no.
The one that's on the corner where the cats walk on the tables?
What? There's one there? No. But it's the same place. The food that we got food poisoning on was chicken. And it was the sauce, okay? Because my kids didn't get it and they didn't have sauce. We did, and both Angie and I did. It was a hot sauce or whatever for the chicken wings.
Oh.
And a year later, we're sitting there, him, me, our kids, and Darren and Courtney. Oh. Table of cats in the litter box right up there.
Where you take a number. All the turds are numbered.
He goes, number 4 turd. Number 4 turd.
The one that's like 3 sections, but it's kind of morphed together. And that's me.
I go, oh yeah. We got chicken wings here and we got food poisoning. Bull crap. Those were his exact words. He will not believe that I got food poisoning there, and I don't know why.
Yeah, why does he own stock?
In his brain, a place because that I guess would make him feel or look because he frequents there. I don't know. Tell me, no, really, honest to God, figure that out. Why would he think that I was lying about it?
Maybe they're all friends and they just humor you.
I don't understand, why you would be against that. Why wouldn't you be like, oh, that sucks?
Yeah.
You could not.
It happens. It's not like you're saying that place is garbage and only has bad food.
I was there.
It happens sometimes.
I was there eating burgers a year later.
Yesterday, I made Cajun chicken penne. Mm-hmm. Basically, just chicken Alfredo with.
I like Cajun the way you say it, though. It's nice.
And I think it was the heavy cream. Which is just, they could have just called it cream. They didn't have to also make a fat joke while I was making it. Here's your heavy cream for the heavy chef.
Wait. Were you watching a YouTube video?
No.
Where were you at?
The cream says heavy. It's called heavy cream.
I thought you were getting instructions.
No.
All right.
And so I'm...
Might as well just say it. Hefty. Here's the fat cream for the fat chef.
Here's your fat ass cream. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
And I think that was it. And it's not like we buy garbage food. And it's not like I made this stuff knowing it was expired. But food poisoning happens sometimes.
That's what I mean. Why would he be like, bull crap, you can get it there. There's a place I grew, blah, blah, blah.
He didn't slaughter those chickens himself. He didn't
go back there cooking. It's like me saying his hands were dirty.
Yeah, it's like, it almost felt like you walked into his house and said the phrase, I got food poisoning here because your food sucks and your wife is a terrible cook.
I know, and I went home and why? What is the reasoning? Why just be why not believe me?
Well, why not just say, oh, yeah, it happens. I haven't had a problem. That's all you have to say. But also, you are prone to lying.
Oh, I'm
seeking attention.
That's all I am. Lying everything. I really didn't get this procedure done.
Yeah. You didn't go to a real clinic.
I just wanted my bees washed.
You just went to Humane Society on the discount day.
Which now I have a whole different feeling now for my dog because I told him,
dude.
yeah, I'm like, you're next.
Wait, did you not? Is he not fixed?
No, it's
You
got.
gotta start him out.
I was just thinking about that yesterday because
Why
I'm like,
not? It literally is no work for you. You bring a dog.
how much would I get for my
One puppy, or you either get first pick or one puppy's worth of money.
I wonder if I should do that.
Why not? It's no work for you. But you got to make it and be like, I don't
because
want to take
he's
care of
got all
any
the
of the vet
papers.
bills or anything. He's got his papers.
Okay, so how
So
do
why
I
else
go?
do you have those papers?
How do I go about doing this?
To whore out your dog?
Yes, like is there a dog brothel? Am I the pimp? I'm like the
you
pimp.
You would be a pimp for a gigolo.
So what
Dog
brothel do I take him to?
No, you go online and you go to Pet Breeders or something like that. And
you don't know. You're all kind of willy-nilly about this. You don't know Jack.
I don't know Jack. I don't know a single Jack. But you go to pet.
I really want to do this.
Pet Breeders.
I would love to make some cash on him. Just it doesn't change anything with him.
Well,
it's not like his nipples get bigger, right?
No.
Okay.
He's not going to give birth, probably.
Hi. Tell me how to whore out my dog.
Just bring it to gym and you could whore it out with the pugs.
Oh God.
Boxer pugs? Oh no, but the pugs need to be males because your dog will ruin it. That pug.
Oh, completely. So are you looking this up? We're going to go step-by-step instructions here because I really want to know how to do this.
Because if you just got to go and find somebody who's looking for...
Don't add to the pet population, somebody said.
Shut up. God, can you just be happy about things?
This? What if I take...
Some people
here.
want purebred dogs.
No, what I'll do, and I hope Karen's listening, I'll put down my little white one and then impregnate the other one with
his seed?
With the boxer. So we're taking one out and bringing one, so it kind of equals out.
I don't know what you said. I just don't get what those things you just said.
I was just saying I'll take out my little white one and then breed my boxer.
With what?
With just so I eat the population.
So you even
My
it
God.
Out. God.
Son of a gun. I had to explain that joke so many times. Now Karen has more ammo
a long walk
to write
for
another email.
Short drink of water.
And not a very good drink of water at that.
It's a long walk for a muddy puddle.
Which, by the way, I will never use neti pots again.
What the hell? Why? What do you got against neti pots?
You know how I used to use them a lot?
Wait. Do you do the one where
I
it pours
squirt that son of a gun right up my nose?
Yeah, my wife does it 3 or 4 times an hour.
Yeah, me too.
Why?
And you know how I used to collect water? I have big nostril pockets that, like, if I bend over, water will just pour out.
Oh, yeah! I remember you talking about that. It blew my mind that at some point in times you can bend over and your nose squirts.
Oh, yeah. It does. Well, if I were to do it in the morning,
not put together right.
No, I'm not. It's really awful. Like, you make a lot of fun with it, but I'm having a rough time.
It's like I said, were your parents cousins?
Maybe.
Maybe. Like you get tonsil stones or those weird
kidney
tongue
stones.
things.
Yeah.
You get neck kidney stones, which I thought was weird. You've got horrible anxiety to where you're contemplating abusing opioids.
I never said that, but if anybody has some for sale, I'll buy them.
You said you wanted to take drugs. I just called that abusing opioids.
Sure.
And now this? You have weird pockets?
Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you why I'm not...
Like a squirrel's nut?
Yeah.
Like a nut
If
pouch?
I were to squirt that water up my nose...
Go on.
In the morning, right now, before I went to work, right now I could bend over and water would start coming out of my nose. The water just stays up there. It's just like some warm water, warm nostril water. Now listen, why I won't do it anymore.
Okay.
Because the woman did it, and she just used tap water like I do. Mm-hmm. But I use the saline solution. I believe she did too, but it wasn't sterile distilled water. It was just tap water. She ended up getting like some kind of virus, went to her brain and killed her because of the tap water. Now, it only happens... Mm-hmm. There's only 200 cases, but that's too many cases for my life. Or my what? You know what I mean. That's too many.
But I don't know.
What? What's the matter, buddy?
It just feels like you're worrying about something that has such a little chance of happening.
Oh, let me read this. Are you reading out how I can whore out my dog? I want to read this too.
I stopped looking at that.
What are you looking at now?
Don't worry about it. what I'm looking at.
Comics. Hey, guys, I just want to say I love your show. I used to station scan all the way to my son's school and back before your show. I love laughing. As for the Karen email, I think she must be a very unhappy person. I love your banter and jokes. Keep it up. There are mornings where I'm full out laughing while driving, and it's contagious. I pull up next to other cars while laughing so hard, and it causes them to start laughing. One guy motioned me to roll down the window, and I did, and he said, "Why are you laughing?" I told him the Jake and Tanner show, and he goes, "I'm going to start listening to that." I like that. There's another text. This one's long. I don't know if I should read it. I read everything verbatim, so here we go. Wow, yep. I'm really upset. Today was the first day I was able to get through. I called right after Jake said we were playing Take from Jake and Tanner. Then instead of playing, you started talking about other things. I waited and waited, and right when you decided to play, I was cut off. I answered 4 of 5 correct today. I swear some of your regular listeners have a direct line because I have called literally every day for 3 months except weekends, and I have not gotten answered once. So, how do others get to play the games 2 and 3 times? And how do certain people get through over and over again? I apologize about coming off angry, but let's face it, I was. So can you give me some advice? How do the same people keep getting through? What am I doing wrong? Help me out, guys. We have no idea how they get through.
No, we have no idea. Call in right now to prove to you that our phone lines work with your phone.
Because, I kid you not, we have 6 lines, and I will randomly hit one, and it'll be Jim.
Yeah. We don't have a phone screener. We don't have caller ID. We have 6 lights that blink, and we just answer them.
They said you should boil the water first, then squirt it up your nose. Who has time for that?
What you should do is you should boil your water first and then freeze it.
What? Nope.
Why?
Because that's too long. I'm just not going to squirt the water up my nose. That's fine. Who has time to boil bulk water?
Why don't you use urine?
Urine's sterile, I heard.
It is
You
sterile.
can drink it, I heard.
Well, you drink anything. Oh, maybe this is them calling.
Let's find out. Hi, who's this?
This is Molly.
I wish it was Jim.
Hi, guys, it's Jim.
Hi, who's this?
Hey guys, it's Jim.
Wait, Molly, are you the one that's having trouble calling in all the time?
I always do.
Can you?
I try and call all the time.
Molly, ask Jim. Jim is right here, right now. Ask him how he gets through all the time.
You just call. You got to call the other number. They have 2 lines.
We do? Wait a minute. We have a different phone
What
number?
do you mean we have 2 lines?
Yeah, you call the
That's 2 lines?
1011.
Hey, what's the secret?
Oh, give away
say it again.
Your hotline number, Jim. What is it?
It's 920-406-1011.
Let's try.
No.
Let's just see if we can get through.
I'm not on board with this. I'm not on board with this.
This is Jim. Hold on. We're calling it right now to see if we can get through. This is Jim's.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to be part of this. I've said no. I have definitely shown my disinterest in this plan. This is too early. This is too late in the day. We can't do this. Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
We're gonna die. The last time that we did this.
I'm so nervous.
The last time that we did this, we sat for a day saying they could sue us if they wanted.
Fine, my bees are aching.
Thank
You made my bees ache.
It's not my fault. My God.
Yeah, just to let you know, Molly, if you call that number, most likely, unless they're doing birthdays, you're going to get right through. They must be doing a lot of birthdays right now.
Yeah.
That did make me nervous.
Yeah, do you remember? We talked for days on that. Days. About how if they wanted to, we could get sued.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it. Bye, buddy.
Don't blame him.
Oh, man. Do not whore out your dog. The shelters are already at... But I want money.
Okay, listen.
That's what I want. This is a veterinarian saying don't do it. Shelters already at capacity and animals are euthanized every day. But what if people just want a boxer? You can't find boxers in the shelters.
That's the thing.
It's kind of like I want my own kids. I don't want to adopt because I would like my own DNA.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you argue? I mean, who's right and who's wrong on that? I get there's a lot of children that need to be taken care of, but I want my own DNAs.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing. That really well.
Actually,
I'm on
I am doing that.
I'm on the population thing. You are neutered.
I am doing that for money. That's the only reason I would be selling my dog.
Yeah,
not selling my dog, but selling my dog stuff. Yeah.
Here's the way I look at it. Do it once, then you get your money back for your dog. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You get your money back for your dog. And then go get them neutered.
Somebody said there are always purebred dogs at the shelters. Bull. I looked for boxers.
No, there's not.
They're always pit bull mixes. I looked for boxers like crazy for months, and I cannot find one.
I went to every humane society from my area, which is Coleman, Wisconsin, all the way down to south of Fond du Lac. I went to every single humane
purebred
society. Not a single purebred. And that's fine. I have a mutt now. He's a lab beagle mix.
Yeah.
And I love him. He's awesome. But you can't jump on here and say, there's always purebreds in the shelter.
Somebody said
there isn't.
Boxer rescue, which is okay. I did look into that.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. The puppies are gone very quickly, which is great. And they very seldom have the puppies. I wanted one my kids could grow up with.
That's why it took me a while. I got one that was at 6 months. Pretty much a puppy yet. But I didn't want to adopt from a shelter because I wanted a puppy. Some people want puppies. And those puppies go quick. Like I was waiting for my mom to breed her lap so I could get a puppy.
So there are plenty of boxers at shelters. Bull. Maybe boxer mixes. But it is very difficult to find a purebred boxer because I've done it.
Yeah.
I've tried that search. And why are people trying to make me feel bad for buying a boxer? Which, think about it, that maybe that boxer would have went to a terrible home.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I did buy it. That dog is nothing but, my God, that dog is so spoiled.
Yeah, I don't know. There are plenty of boxers.
See? Oh, my God, a puppy from... Oh, never mind.
What?
I thought they were saying I was going to make a lot of money because it's a boxer. But I would. Before I get that dog neutered, I'd like to, like you just said, I'd like to pay it off.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I don't know what...
He's
got great papers. He's got like a really good bloodline. I ended up paying a lot too much because he was out chewing on a rock the other day, and I looked at him. I go, you were way too expensive.
My dog was eating rocks.
Yeah.
And I stopped him, and I was like, why are you even... They can't taste good.
Right.
It has to hurt. Like, you taste better than us. I'm looking at that rock and knowing I've stepped on it a million times. Also, I thought about this. If I put 3 jars of pee in front of you, do you think you could tell me which one was yours?
Yeah.
Really?
Let's do it.
Okay. I want you to pee in a cup.
You got to get like chalk.
And I'll get somebody else, and I'll pee in a cup, and I want to see if you can tell whose urine is whose. Because a dog, there's no way. I could tell my own brown. I could tell which brown is mine.
I think I would get tingly just because that's my DNA. I think my DNA will match to my DNA. I think my jiglets will tingle. I think you got to give me... Yeah, they are
dead
very
on the
dead.
inside.
You're right.
They're basically just show bees now. They're show giblets.
There are breed-specific rescues. No, they are.
Yeah, there are. Not around here.
Man, I can't believe how much I'm getting beat up for buying a boxer. This was a year ago. Why didn't people give me crap for a year ago buying him? I love that dog, too. How dare you try to take that away from me? I really love that dog.
Yeah, like I went and I rescued this last dog, but that doesn't mean that I wasn't looking for breeders. I wanted a purebred lab. I still kind of do. Like, one day I'll get a purebred lab. I love the dog that I have, but they're like $900 for a purebred lab. I don't have that money, and I wanted my kid to have a dog. So I got this one. I rescued this one. But I'm not better than anybody because I rescued a dog. I would have bought one if I had the money.
Breeders are one step up from a puppy mill. Holy Lord.
Oh, come on. I don't know. I respect people's... But do you walk up to people that have 15 kids and say you're ruining this planet?
So
like, do you walk up to somebody with more than 2 kids? If you see somebody with 3 kids, do you look at them and say, you are adding to this world's population that we do not need?
Do you say, why would you have your own kids?
You should go adopt.
You should go adopt children.
Did you adopt all of your kids? It's different for some reason. Somebody said here, I care about the people population, but not the dog population. Kinda. I think the people population is way worse than the dog population. It's a weird stance to be behind. I don't think dogs should be homeless. I don't think dogs should... Those puppy mills where they're just... Like, this dog is basically only there to have puppies. I also think that's weird. When they're
listen,
like, I'm
I
gonna
do
put
agree
out
with that.
a litter of puppies on this one dog every 6 months or whenever they can.
Now with me, like we were just saying, with that boxer, Dozer, which I don't like his name. I wish I could just change it to Earl.
Earl?
I just like Earl.
That's not a bad.
Yeah.
My for some reason, every time I look at my dog, I want to call him Benny.
Yeah. That's fun. Gus is normal. Benny's not normal.
I call him Gustav.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah, I've changed it to Gustav.
No, but like me, I want to make money off Dozer, but I'm still going to get him neutered.
Yeah, he's
I
still
am
gonna get neutered.
But like you just said, boy, that would be nice if I could get the money back that I paid for him. Make me feel bad. I hate radio. Because no else would you talk about this and just get reactions like this.
No.
Let's go. You know what? You and I, you know what we're going to do? We just
Make
had
love.
the bit. Yes. We're going to make love. And then after we make love, we're going to open that business, that idea you had.
Selling my seed?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, if you're interested in some Jake and Tanner Show seed, email jakeandtannershow@gmail.com.
I don't have...
I haven't run this past my wife yet.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's my seed.
Yeah. And I'm going to be a part of it, even though I'm not.
You're going to hold the cup, or you're going to hold up a picture of Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
T-Thies?
TM Thies?
I'm going to get my DNA in it somehow.
No, because
touching
then
my finger.
No, you're gonna you're gonna use your pinky as a stir stick.
And then my DNA. So it's a J. Oh God! All right, Jake and Tanner Show. Oh, man. A lot of people not liking the idea that I was going to breed my male boxer dog make some money on him. We were comparing it to children just a second ago, like, because we were taking a lot of flack here, saying that you should save a puppy. instead of breeding them.
Which is great. You want to go save a dog? Awesome.
That is awesome. I have done it before. I think having a biological children is a little different than purebred versus shelter dogs. The poor pups in the shelter being killed because no one loves them. There's a lot of kids in homes that no one loves.
Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, there's orphanages, there's foster care. I'd never tell somebody that they shouldn't have more than 2 kids. But I've said that publicly on the air, that I don't think you should have more than 2 kids.
Here is a thing.
You shouldn't
Tanner,
leave a bigger
if you get
footprint.
Tanner going on this, he is... I've never seen somebody worried so much about the population.
Why are you not?
I know, you make me. I am a little worried about it. I think about it more than I did 6 months ago once you started really studying this.
In 6 years, in 61 years, the world population has tripled.
Does nothing.
It went from 2.6 billion people on this planet to nearly 8 now. Dude, that's major. That's too many people.
I'll just plant. I'll start a garden. Make my own food. I don't got to worry about them taking my food.
There's not going to be room. Where are all these people going to go? I mean, you see cities going farther and farther out. Like, we only have a finite amount.
We will be dead. Not
our
our
problem.
problem.
Your kids, though?
Again, not my worries. They should have.
Let them starve. I don't care. I'm going to die plump.
Right. Hey, by the way, there's never been a better time to have LASIK adoptive vision. It's only $14.95 a night. Back to work the next day. You call 1-800-20-HAPPY. You're going to get that free consultation.
I don't know. Somebody put up I saw a thing online of a shirt that says, "Don't give birth, save the earth," or "Save the earth, don't give birth."
Did you buy one right
Dude,
away?
I would buy 10 of those t-shirts.
You're worse than Chuck Charles and flat earthing.
Why?
I don't know.
What I'm saying
are
facts. Flat Earth Chuck Charles just says that balls can't sit on balls.
What I want to do is I want to come to one of your meetings.
I don't have a meeting. I just like to say it loudly on the air.
I want to play this video for you. Oh, I forgot we can do it here. By the way, text TV to 71090 and you can watch what we're about ready to watch. This is a driver who saved a child from a turkey running after him down the road. Now, I don't know if you've ever been chased by a bird, but you might as well be chased by a serial killer because you're scared to death if a bird starts.
Birds are the worst things in the world.
Have you ever been on the beach and you throw out some chips and then 4,000 seagulls from Walmart come and attack you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here, let's listen. This mother said her motherly instincts kicked in.
I promise you, if you would have seen his eyes, they were completely bugged out of his head, and you can just hear him panting in your head, running full speed. I was like, oh my gosh!
Wait.
Time out! You're on the wrong computer. You got to AirLink. You got to AirLink better.
I'm going to AirLink this so you can watch it.
Do better at your job.
I know. I forget.
Also, by the way, the world population is getting
out of hand.
It's going to be over 10 billion in the next 60 years. Are you ready for that? You selfish prick.
I don't know why this isn't working.
Kill dead. Is that the computer? Click on it. Down there. Computer AirLink.
What?
Do you see it?
Right here? You should have done it You should do it Swayze.
Turn back time.
There we go. Thanks, buddy.
If I could find.
By the way, you could see Tanner groping me right there.
I didn't grope you. Oh yeah, are you okay down there? I know when I touch you.
Yeah, it's fine. That can happen. All right, so this motherly instincts kick in after she sees a boy getting chased by a turkey.
My God! And turkeys are worse.
Would you allow it?
Allow a young child to be
mauled by a turkey? Because I don't think any kid's been really killed by a turkey.
Depends. Right? Is he wearing board shorts and is he drinking a Monster at the age of 10?
You mean with a buzzed haircut and a white beater? I don't know.
Name probably Kyle.
Let's hear.
My child, I hope somebody stops.
That mom is the driver in this vehicle.
What did you do to this turkey?
Saved a kid being chased by a turkey after school yesterday. We first showed you this video last night. It was sent to us from a viewer. It showed that child being chased by a turkey down the road in Green Bay.
We're able to track down the driver and intervene.
This is great! Shut up! Shut up!
I didn't even know this was Green Bay.
Here? It is! That's that guy I know!
This is very local!
Holy crap! If you found it, oh my God!
We are never local! And we did it today.
We did it!
Localism.
Local!
Screw you, birthday station.
Okay, hold on. Can we talk to her? This lady.
You mean the hero?
Yes! If you saved this little Kyle from that turkey...
You know he was trying to feed that bird drugs. So that Kyle was trying to sell that bird drugs.
What did that boy do to the turkey? Because I guarantee he went to his parents and said, I didn't do nothing. He just happened. But I've done the same thing.
Yeah, I bet he kicked him.
Yeah, probably coming at it, and he's like, stupid bird, I'm going to eat you. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I know my kid, for some reason, carries around Nerf guns all the time. He would have been firing that Nerf gun at that turkey.
Dude, I'm sorry. Those things hurt.
Nerf guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just suction cup ones. Why do they have hollow points?
Just bought him a rival, and I heard those are... My daughter's going to cry all the time because she's just going to get fired at.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Did you just say you just bought him a rival, those 2 guns that Kyle gave you?
He's got 3 rivals now, which, by the way, Kyle and DeLay, you bought my kid 2 rivals. Thank you.
Which was BS because one of those were mine.
Wow, that doesn't matter much anymore. That's all done. We can't go back.
No, take one away from your kid.
Aw.
You take one
This
away
one's from Uncle Tanner. Sorry, he says no.
Yeah, he wants it back because he's a child.
Are you ready?
Yes. We got to find this lady, by the way. If you know this lady or the little Kyle that was attacked or the turkey, you tell them to give us a call.
That is Smoke the Turkey. He's an unofficial mayor of Ashwaubenon.
Ashwaubenon.
He
terrorizes people.
Ashwaubenon? What am I saying?
There's a turkey in Ashwaubenon that chases people.
Here, let's listen more. Let's hear.
We'll never forget the chase he saw unfold in front of her. News by Brittany Schmidt shares her side of the story.
At about 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, Vanessa Miramontes and her boyfriend decided to take her son to see Santa at Cabela's.
Up here is where we got stuck.
I don't know if I've ever been more annoyed.
Why? They do a free, huge land where there's arts and crafts and stuff.
That's great. Gotta be the hunting section,
Oh, God, you're Karen. You're the show Karen.
Behind all the buses and everything.
While stuck in school traffic, something caught Vanessa's eye up ahead.
Come on, Vanessa.
Like just over this hill, because probably at the fire hydrant is where I finally could see something happening kind of over the hill.
Hold on, time out.
And then...
Can I just say that I'm so proud of this girl for not having the most Wisconsin accent in the world? Does it not seem like every time the news finds somebody from this area, they all came from Avery Road?
Oh, my God,
They all talk with a good old, and be like, I saw him coming over this hill right here.
I want to send this news story to somebody that lives in California and go, this is what's happening in our news in Green Bay.
Your stuff's on fire, but a boy was chased by the town mayor, and our town mayor is a turkey named Smoke.
It's so Wisconsin.
That's when I just was kind of waiting until we got up closer.
That's when she saw the young boy's face.
You just saw this kid's eyes completely bugged out,
and she realized what was happening.
It felt like one of those the Baywatch where the kid's running in slow motion down the beach. You could sense the.
Hey, wait! Here's her name. Can you get on Facebook and find her and say we want to talk to her? I understand this news team did it, but I want to talk to her.
Yeah, I have so many questions. What's her name?
Vanessa Miramont. I'll spell it M-I-R.
Hold on, I don't even know how to spell it.
Vanessa, V-A-N-E. What?
V-A-N-E.
S-S-A.
S-S-A.
Space.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
Stop typing like a mechanic.
S-P-A-C-E.
Huh?
Space.
No. Get rid of that space. You hit the space bar.
Okay.
Son of a bee. You're worse than my daughter.
What's her last name?
Mirmanamanis. M-I-R-A-M.
Oh, I got her.
You do?
With M-I-R. Thank God.
Nice.
Okay. Is it this one lives in Green Bay and looks like her?
Yeah, definitely. What's her phone number? Uma says this is Vanessa's mom.
What? Uma?
Wait, Uma? Hold on. I'm getting messages like crazy.
Call the mom. Call the mom.
Uma, by the way, I have a little crush on you. I just want to let you know. You're
doesn't
so
have
beautiful.
a crush on Uma? Are you talking about Uma Thurman or Uma?
I'm talking about this Uma that gave us the beautiful guy.
Oh, my God.
She's beautiful.
I still have a crush on Nick.
Dang it, Nick. Now I'm thinking about Nick. Okay. I just got a vasectomy and it hurts. I can't think about beautiful people. Uma, please don't text in anymore.
Call Vanessa's mom.
Right.
We want to see if she loves being the mother of a hero. And also, is somebody going to kill this mayor? Somebody has to assassinate Mayor Turkey.
Well, you can't have a turkey just running around causing all kinds of havoc.
Well, he's a mayor. He gets to make as many ordinances that he wants.
Remember, who's the dude over in... Who's the mayor? Was it Canada or Ford?
Oh, my God. Rob Ford?
Rob Ford.
The guy was like, hey, I don't know if I did crystal meth that night. I was so drunk I blacked out.
Hello.
Hi, Lori. This is the Jake and Tanner Show. Go on the radio with us.
Hi.
Hi.
Hold on, I'm getting Vanessa up.
Yeah. Why is Vanessa still sleeping because she's around saving people from turkeys all night?
Because she's a vigilante. Yeah, also, are you happy to be the mother of a hero?
Oh, my God. She told me that, don't worry, she's going to support me for the rest of my life.
That's so funny.
Okay, hold on. Here she is. Oh, hello?
Hey, Vanessa, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Go on the radio with us.
How's it going?
Hey, did you, it's going well, thank you. Hey, tell me that you didn't laugh a little bit when that kid was getting chased by that turkey.
How much did you laugh before you're like, I should save him?
No, honestly, I didn't laugh at all. Like, my boyfriend was, and you could tell other people were.
Oh, we are?
As a mom, like, the first thing I thought was, like, oh my God, like, we gotta help this kid.
But
like,
did you at all think that maybe this kid did something bad to that turkey?
What did he do? Do you know?
I did, yeah, but, like, either way, he's being chased by it, and it was probably a little bit taller than he was, so...
That's true. It was good that you saved him.
But wait,
also,
do you know how he provoked it?
Yeah. How he antagonized this dinosaur,
so
basically.
What are you doing right now with all of your fame? Are you going to make T-shirts? I would.
No, I canceled all the holidays because my publicist just said I'm too busy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Are you going to write a book? I'd write a book about saving the turkey boy.
The turkey saver. Vanessa's story.
Yesterday and said that I was too busy to cancel all the holidays, that I'm too famous now.
That's amazing.
I just set up a time.
Also, I need to ask, and I'm losing it now, but I need to think more and longer, so Jake, take over.
Well, I was just going to say, Lori, that's your mom. She answered the phone by going, hi, this is Vanessa's mom. So I don't know what that's all about. I think she's milking your fame, too, a little bit.
I know. It's going through her head. Here I am, like, modest and, being genuine with my fame, and then she's just, like, trying to sell me out.
Now, okay, so the rumors is that the turkey that what did you do? Did you just scare the turkey off, by the way? We didn't watch the whole news story.
She ran it over. Didn't you run over?
Did you hit it?
No, it didn't get run over. My first instinct was just to, like, stop the turkey, so I just pulled the car in between the turkey and the kid. And no, we didn't get out. We didn't touch the turkey at all. But honestly, the kid just kept running, like, up the road.
And now,
do we not know that this kid maybe stole that turkey's wallet?
We don't know anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you've become an accomplice. No, are you going to plan on now? You can make this announcement here on the Jake and Tanner Show. Will you be running 2020 against Smoke for the mayor of Ashwaubenon?
I would.
There's a good chance. I just might go for 2020 president,
Why not?
Well, you got to hit mayor first. You can't lose to a turkey.
What happens now to this turkey? Do they have to put it down?
It hasn't hurt anybody.
They're saying that they're just going to leave it. Nobody wants to relocate it, which I think is really stupid. Like, it's going to take one of these times that it chases a child or adult. That
takes the eyes out of it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, pushes somebody into the road and they actually get hit by a car.
Oh, Jesus, Vanessa!
God. Have you thought about putting together a Justice League Avengers type?
I bet Jim on Demand. I bet you Jim on Demand would be on your side
in Green Bay, finding local heroes as of yourself.
You guys have for superpowers.
Hey, Vanessa, real quick, we're watching your video right now. It's up on the Jake and Tanner TV. People can watch it if you text TV to 71090. I'm very upset. We haven't got all the way through it, but right now I'm mad because I don't feel like you name-dropped us at all, and you should always think about that. Anybody, that's a good lesson learned right now.
Yeah, do you ever listen to our show?
I used to when you guys were on the other radio
station. Birthday station?
The birthday station. Not a fan of this format? We get it.
What's your problem, Vanessa? No, what's your problem?
I like her honesty.
No, we don't play music. So what is your problem? Do you hate us?
Well, the same. I just use the same. I'm sure you guys know. You just forget the little people.
You know what? Boy, do I like
She can afford Sirius now. You should. By the way, you should listen to us more because we're obviously a delight.
Yeah, we
and
really
B,
are. Like us.
The next wild animal you take down and the news comes to you, you have to say it's because the Jake and Tanner show gave me the strength.
Just at least just drop any which way. Just drop our name, just randomly. It doesn't even have to make sense.
Even say like I pictured that turkey as Jake from the Jake and Tanner show, so I tried to run it over with my tire.
I'll be like, I saved a child while listening to Jake and Tanner.
Yes! Hold on. We need that isolated. Say that one more time.
I saved that turkey listening to Jake and Tanner.
No, not the turkey.
Why would you save the turkey?
The child.
The child.
Oh, I saved the turkey. Oh, just kidding. Hold on. I saved the child listening to Jake and Tanner.
Yes!
Perfect. Now we're going to use that for everything.
Yes.
We're going to completely use that out of context.
Yep.
Hey, who knows? Maybe I just saved the turkey.
You could have saved that turkey too. You didn't hit it.
Vanessa, we love you. You keep up weird things you do with animals and saving children's lives. Yeah. We appreciate it.
But she never said she does anything weird with animals.
I don't know. I'm trying to get out of this now, and we got to move forward.
Why do you have to? Every time we talk to somebody, you try to sneak in a little bestiality dig.
I won't. No, I don't want to do that, but I will tell you this. Vanessa, if you had to pick one dog to be romantically linked to, a breed, which breed would it be? What is the best-looking breed?
Definitely let me see. A lab?
See, it's not the fact. The thing is that it's not the fact that Jake asks the question, what dog are you attracted to? It's that everybody and their mom feels inclined to answer it.
Everybody answers. Thank you, Vanessa.
I've answered it. I think labs are attractive dogs.
Go back to bed, Vanessa. We love you.
Bye, Vanessa. Love you.
Take care.
All right. Glad you guys protected a hero, huh?
Oh, yeah.
She's lost there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's funny. It's funny stuff right there.
I'm not going to lie. I looked at my dog, Gustav, and said, if you still had your bees, God, you would be so sought after. You are a hot dog.
See, you can't help but answer it. I guarantee when we go into break, the text line is going to be we're going to be bombarded with people giving breeds that they would be romantically linked to.
71090. What's the most attractive dog breed? Just do it.
It's Jake and Tanner Show.
I saved the child listening to Jake and Tanner.
I'm learning how to do radio again. What is going on there with the... By the way, you want to see inside the studio, you can. Text TV to 71090.
Also text JT.
You can do that too.
To
I forgot my computer was up. Tanner reminded me, he's like, oh, by the way, everybody can see you, what you're looking at on your computer. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably was nothing bad, hopefully. What is with the tape here? That's let me see that thing. Yeah.
Hey, ViewSonic gets no free rides.
Does that look a little cheesy?
No, it's not terrible.
You don't think it looks a little cheesy?
I think it's better than this.
Yeah.
I honestly do.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's funny that I don't know who said you're not putting tape on the back of the screen, so we got all this tape and we have to use Scotch tape to put it on.
Wait a minute. Why would you not just be able to tape it? But like what?
This is tape, and we had to use tape to put it on.
But why? But like, what would be the reasoning for that person to say you can't?
It's gonna ruin it.
What would? How would that ruin it? We're talking about we got a Jake and Tanner tape, packaging tape that says our name on it, if you see it in the studio, and we're covering other things that have brand names on it, so they're not getting free rides. Like this monitor says ViewSonic, so we cover it with Jake and Tanner tape.
I just figured out why your camera looks better than mine.
Why?
Because yours has a light right above it.
What do you mean?
And mine is in a dark thing. There's very little light getting...
What if I...
Angle it!
Angle it.
Angle that! Hold on! No, damn it! Sorry!
Oh my God. If Lord Steve would have saw that.
No, don't grab it by the bulb,
you
monster! Oh, that seems better already!
Shut up!
No, the wrong way, stupid brain!
I can't turn it the other way.
Turn it the other way.
Oh, I don't like what's happening.
I'll fix it later.
No, come on over.
It's around here. And I already fell and hit my elbow real hard on Katy Perry's crotch.
Well, we got to take down these signs.
Yeah, we do. Mainly because yours just say that yours is get well soon, and mine are all, this man's a sexual predator.
Look at you there. My God. Somebody said Irish setters are really attractive dogs.
Somebody said things. There were a few wrong answers. You wouldn't think there would be, but there are. Wiener dogs.
Oh, my God.
Wrong answer.
No, wrong. Bad. Alaskan Malamutes. I'm not sure what those look like again. Are those the St. Bernard or the rescue dogs?
Well, Jakey Poo, why don't you pull it up on the screen? We can all see what they look like.
We do it at least once a month. Talking about
It is true that more. I'll tell you what. We talk about hot dogs more than any other show in the world.
That's
okay, kind of looks like just a white German Shepherd.
Kind of looks like an ugly dog. That's not an attractive dog.
No, that dog will treat you right, though.
This one would be very loyal.
He would be, yeah.
Not funny. No entertainment at all.
He probably has a solid job, $60K a year, but no real room for growth.
He looks like he's an IT guy.
Man, I could see him being IT.
Yeah.
He's IT.
Give me another one.
Through and through. Burmese Mountain Dog.
How do you spell Burmese?
BERM. Nope, N.
Got it.
ESE Mountain Dog.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Let's
dog.
See, make it bigger so I can see.
Look at that.
Oh, dude.
That's a beautiful looking
dog.
It's, you know what it reminds me of? John Goodman Skinny.
Yes.
It's a good looking John Goodman.
That dog, I bet you, he's a little heavier. He's a little heavier guy.
He's a funny guy, though.
But he's a little funnier.
Yeah.
And he's a hard worker.
Yeah.
I bet you he works 14-hour days so he can support you.
I want to just hug that dog so much right now.
A hot dog.
Hug its head off.
That's a marryable dog.
It is. What about this one? Oh, I like him because he's short-haired.
I do like short-haired dogs more.
I just want to pet his head and itch behind his ears.
I like pitbulls.
I do too. No, you don't?
No, I don't.
Oh, I do. I like that square head.
No, I think their eyes look too stupid.
No, I'm a big fan of that. I'm scared to death that they're going to eat my leg.
Look them up.
But
look them up. I can somewhat see. I wish that screen was just a skosh bigger.
Here he is.
See the eyes. The eyes. You can tell they're just an aggressive.
Yeah, you're right. And he still looks like he's going to eat my leg. By the way, a picture of the singer Pitbull came up.
Man, if you're not on Jake and Tanner TV by texting TV to 71090, you are missing out on some very visual radio.
Oh my dear God, that is
dude. They're too buff. Don't they remind you of DMX? Why does the Pitbull the rapper
give it to me? Is that this one?
X gon' give it to you. Yeah, gon' give it to you.
Dude, that dog doesn't look aggressive.
Daddy needs to come and see.
Okay, no, he's just a little pat.
Hold on, because I know that they breed them, that they make them aggressive. Those
look at how beautiful those puppies are.
For a second.
Yeah, until they eat your leg. Man, yeah, this is what they normally look. They come out like that out of the birth canal. They have a muzzle on.
I get. We're gonna have pit bull owners going nuts.
No, I love pit bulls.
I think they're weird looking. I don't like that they don't have any whites around their eyes.
My favorite are gray. Mine are those silver. My silver pit bulls are my favorite.
Here's the thing I say: don't hear poodle owners arguing their dog.
Could you imagine walking up to somebody's house and that pit bull is there to greet you?
Do they come with heavy chains?
Heavy collars, yeah.
Heavy chains and collars. Can you look up a beagle? Because I think my dog looks like a beagle.
We do not have enough time.
Oh, are we out of time already?
Jake and Tanner Show.
No! More hot dogs!
By the way, Verve is a credit union, verveacu.com, and they got something called More Holiday Loan. Tell me a little bit.
Well, Jake, if you have a loan from a different financial institution, say it's that dude, who do you have all your loans through? You weirdo.
Joshua?
Yeah. You go to Josh, who just has a lot of money and gives you good interest rates, but also back rubs.
Yeah.
And you take that loan from Josh and bring it over to Verve. Verve's going to say, hey, I'm going to try to give you a better rate than the Joshua loan. They won't do back rubs. Sorry, but they will do 90 days of no payments, which is amazing. Better than what Joshua can do for you.
VerveACU.com. By the way, there's never been a better time to have LASIK Adoptive Vision. It's only $14.95 and you're back to work the next day. Call 1-800-20-HAPPY. You're going to get that free consultation.